if the prices that fall we hold dear, then let us die without a shred of fear. Held to be Biafra, consecrated nation, O fatherland, this be our solemn pledge. Defending peace shall be a dedication. Spilling our blood we count a privilege. The waving standard which emboldens the free shall always be a flag of liberty. We shall emerge triumphant from this ordeal, and through the crucible unscathed we'll pass. When we are poised, the wounds of battle to heal, we shall remember those who died in mass. Then shall our trumpets peal the glorious sound of victory. We scarred our minds around. Oh God, protect us from the hidden pitfall. Guide all our movement lest we go astray. Give us the strength to hear the humanist call, to give and not to count their cost each day. Bless those who rule to serve betray resolutely, to make this climb a land of righteousness.
Oh nana, land of the rising sun. John Lovine, my originality. Land of the rising sun. Biafra, land of the rising sun. Biafra, my home, my fatherland. Biafra, land of the rising sun. Biafra, my home, my fatherland. We are children of the Most High, called by the name of God, the Creator. Wise men from the east, south, and the middle, great Biafran people. We're taking it to idol worship, and we lost the face of our God. And as we wallowed in idol worship, the British entered in, trading on the Niger, exploiting your people, trading by barter. You give me palm oil and take soup, so them entered in. I brought in civil
want an independent Biafra. Oh, they're fighting for their freedom. So we owe everything to Chukwuka who asked us to come. Not by our own might, nor power, nor will, but by the grace of the Most High.
Back in 1914, amalgamation, colonial masters, criminal masters, a mercenary soldier named Frederick Lugar, brought together all them captives, including Jaffe Paul, them Yorubas and them Ariwas, and so many other people called us Nigeria, Niger area. Oh, Nigeria, people with different religion, different beliefs, yeah, different in culture and tradition, different language, different in everything, overstanding on the reason forced to coexist together. Hidden plant of confusion, describe it as oil and the water that can never be planted. The cabals, them representatives here in Nigeria, looting all our treasures, colonial external marginalization of them Biafras. Now is the time for manifestation. Now is the time to be restored. Great Biafra be restored. I want freedom for my people. Freedom for my originality. The rising sun. Yes, there was a country before they came. Yeah, yes, it's a reality. Biafra is a reality. My originality.
Yes, once again, fellow Biafrans, lovers of freedom, men and women of goodwill, conscious people wherever you are all over the world, I say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and to some of you, good night, depending on your time zone. And of course, this is Radio Biafra Extra, and we are streaming live through Biafra Human Rights Radio. Biafra Human Rights Radio is being anchored by Uche Ukafo Mefo. You see, the position we have found ourselves at this particular moment does not allow us to freely express ourselves. I would have said Mazi Uche Ukafo Mefo. I would have said His Supremacy Uche Ukafo Mefo, the director, the Okushiogo, the Chitaram of Biafra land. But then we have done this for Nnamdi Kanu, and now it's getting over his head. And so if I come up any day and I say Biafran Human Rights and Freedom Radio is being anchored by Uche Ukafo Mefo, please do not think I underrate him. Do not think I underestimate him. Do not think I am undermining him. We got to protect our next leader to prevent us from making the same mistake we have made in the past. When we started calling Nnamdi Kanu all manner of names, Jesus Christ, Holy Ghost, Father Abraham, Father Moses, Father Elijah, Father Tururu. The thing got into his head and he became God. Now we will put his righteousness to the test. Like I said earlier before now, this is Radio Biafra Extra. We are streaming live through Biafran Human Rights Radio. Biafra Human Rights Radio is being anchored by Uche Ukafo-Mefo, who hails from Abatete. Abatete is within the axis of Ndemiri. Ndemiri is right there in Omambala. Omambala is referred to Anambra State, and every piece of land in Anambra State is Biafra land. Mazi Uche Ukafo-Mefo is the man who has simply assured us that he will not allow the heart of this project to see corruption. Like I always say, this is one word. I do not expect everyone to understand the mindset behind it. But one day, of course, within this era, you will understand the implication behind those words. And by the special grace of the Almighty Creator, Chukwu Kikabiama, I am George Onyibe. I hail from Utokbo. Utokbo is in Agbo. Agbo is in Urugudo. Urugudo is in Anyoma Kingdom. Anyoma Kingdom is in Delta State. And I must remind you that every piece of land in Delta State is Anyoma land. This having been said, I have to acknowledge men and women who do not speak like me. But every touch, their simplest touch command loyalty and obedience. And what do? We remain loyal. We remain loyal to the truth. We remain loyal to the Creator. We remain loyal to men and women who will put the interests of our people at heart. Above every other, we remain loyal. And I could only advise all of them never to consider a loyal subject to a fool. Because we are not one. We've never been one, and we shall never be one. Can I continue to broadcast without remembering people like Mazi Obienu, the one who gave us ultimate instruction? If they ask you to steal, steal. If they ask you to kill, kill. If they ask you to obey, obey. If they ask you to hug transformer, hug transformer. But was it to the detriment of our people? Hell no. He needed us to understand the difference between love and passion, hatred and fear. He needed us to understand the need why all of us must stand true without fear or favor, defending that which is more important to us than even life itself. I remember 3-4 years ago, when I broadcast through Radio Biafra, I keep reminding our people that we are engaging the global community through the preamble of law. Because as a reverend, irrespective of your view and opinion concerning me, you can't be my judge, you are not my judge. We have commune with the Creator and we know what we are supposed to do, what we ought to do at every given time, and we lay down our life for this. We damn the consequence. Obidi was at that moment in time, he said, there is no way you will hold 3 IPOB meeting without referring to those words. It was a very powerful primordial influence that galvanized everything we have done in the past 10 years. Obedi Obienu, my daddy in the Lord. Most of you may not know much about Dr. Okado. It's not a position where you hear his voice every day. But these are people who bled within, who cried day and night. Even before some of us were born, they have started discussing the issue of Biafra. Forget about it now, the Kano, how many years it takes in your me? We just project one man to lead us, then he get it to his head, he's jumping up and down, and then we shall see how it will end. Dr. Okado has been there, guiding within, ensuring that some of these abnormalities we're experiencing today will not be there. Those of you who have encountered with this man will understand. I feel for him, honestly. Am I going to talk about men and women like Obieze Kwesile? Mbadike, so many of them. Okon, Mr. Paul Okon. Should I talk about Odiugene? Am I going to talk about Asle? Am I going to talk about Anyoma people? Anyoma defenders who are on ground spiritually and physically. How many of you am I going to call their name? How many pro-Biafran group can I call their name now? Having been repositioned to reevaluate my stand, and I see men and women I never endorse, I never approve, fighting even harder than me. Why wouldn't I remember daughters of truth? Why can't I acknowledge after Asari Dokubo now? Why can't I acknowledge Clifford Iruanya, Omio, Ike Nawan Onenyi, Ima Meju? Why can't I acknowledge all of you now? Having been exposed to the truth. But honestly, if I don't mention your name, it's okay. I've always said it. Biafra will come. And the day Biafra will come, I will disappear. Soon I will be coming on Facebook Live. Soon I will give everything out for you to understand. If we withheld any information from you, it was for your own good. Whatever way, however, whenever, we will prove we are not stupid. We will prove we are the sons of our fathers. I welcome all of you once again. If you are listening to this broadcast, understand these are men and women, broadcasts of men and women who put Nnamdi Kanu where he is. Understand that we all have a job to do collectively as Biafran people, because Nnamdi Kanu has completely destroyed the mental oblongata of our people. It is our duty to cure them. Understand that we don't talk people down here. We truly encourage the global community to look into our plight. Few men cannot insult our ancestors and walk away with it. The journey has just begun. You are bound to go astray. You are bound to make mistakes as you have made in the time past. Creating a monster that almost consumed all of us. Nnamdi Kanu. And so I will not proceed until I acknowledge the Creator. Do not be shy to stand for the truth. It was the truth that brought us here. And this truth must lead us home. May I tell the Fulani, we don't underestimate you. We don't have intention to underrate you, but you are wicked. You can never grow root in our land. We will never allow you. Igede, Iyala, Idoma, Mbitorumba, Nombise, Anyoma, Efiki, Bibio, Anang, everywhere in Biafra land, Fulani, you will never put your root down. We will not allow you. It's unfair. Go to where you came from. Hausa must stand up and take that which belongs to them. Yorubas are doing well for themselves. I encourage them not to do well for themselves on our expense. And I can go on and on and on and on. The British government brought us here. They were first in the same position with us. However, they served the Europeans. The reason the world keep quiet and be looking at us, there is nothing you are going to tell them they've not encountered. One way or the other, they were able to maneuver, and then they got themselves where they are. Most of you will not understand that Japan have to serve America for almost 100 years. And after these 100 years, some of the Japanese returned to Japan, and then some remained in America. There are areas in America, communities you will go to, you will think it's a Japanese country. But the truth is that after serving America, the Japanese served the Chinese. And of course, I'm not going to go into the history of the Asian nation. But Japan and the China stand to be even taller than every other person. I'm not going to talk about North Korea, South Korea, Indonesia, Malaysia, and the rest of them. But I'm specifically pointing out to Japan. They saw her in the midst of this trouble. They brought themselves together. And if you ask me to vote the most advanced, technologically wise of any community, of any continent, I will give it to Japan. Toyota. Good thinking, good products. Of course, China's are doing well certain areas, but Japan will never compromise their knowledge. China will do that. All these people went even into worse evil than we are encountering here in Biafra. So when you are crying, they cross their leg and be looking at you. Did you know what the Indians went through in the hand of the British? The Indians saw hell. They were rated as the poorest, the dirtiest, the most hopeless, the unbelievable. Do you know if you talk about medical, do you know the pharmaceutical industry is ruled by the India? Do you know India may not come out today to boast as a world power? That if you actually take proper statistics of world power, India match every global community in the world, technology or otherwise. They understand the need to save their land. They separated the wheat from the chaff and repositioned the next generation. Today, look at them. Look at where we are. But believe me, for the issue of Biafra, most of you have given up and you lost all hope. But I will dedicate a song to you now. And then after I'm done that, I'm going to talk. I'm going to acknowledge the Creator. And then we'll move into our topic this morning. Once again, this is Biafra Human Rights Radio. Of course, Radio Biafra is extra, is streaming live and direct through Biafran Human Rights Radio. They say Biafrans, they'll never make it. Look at where we've gone to now. We are still together and going strong. We remember Biafrans. Whoa, the only Biafrans. Yeah, we remember Biafrans. Oh Lord. Anyị na-aja gị mma o maka na eziokwu na-ebu sọbma ịhụnanya na gị obiọma gị o juru anya dadime inwe gị mgbanwe o ọ dị onye dị ka gị ebo Alpha na Omega anyị niile na-asị na Nedemao. Ise. And of course, this having been said, we go to our topic this evening, which is simply titled Nigeria, a will that will never be. Nigeria, a will that will never be. That is our topic this evening. You see, early this morning, I ran into a write-up. This write-up is coming from Kanonta, Nnamdi Kanu junior brother, on his fake Facebook account. You see, when they are playing all this sharp, they forget that the leg that waka chon 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 is being monitored by the eye that see chon chon chon. That is why, if our intention is to undermine them, it is our intention is to fight and win. By now, we will take the trophy home. As Biafrans, when we fight, please do not fight to win, but fight so that all of us will win. I dabbled into a write-up. I initiated my search engine immediately. I verify where this information is coming from. And I discover it's coming from Kanonta, Nnamdi Kanu junior brother. He was actually writing an article through fake Facebook account to dent the image of Mazi Uche Okafor Mefo. And now, when I come on my Facebook and I start attacking Nnamdi Kanu, I will say, leave me, do your own. I'm doing my own, if you are able to understand. But then Nnamdi Kanu is fighting a proxy war against his mother, his late parents. Nnamdi Kanu will open fake account and be insulting you. He's such a low life and an idiot. We know him. We will respond to him. We will bring him to where he belongs to. Now, Kanonta, his junior brother, because IPOB is their company, is now hiding under another fake account to attack Uchimefo. And some of you who can reason will understand the level or implication of the crime being, the atrocity being committed against Uchimefo by this family. But of course, I don't speak for Uchimefo. I want to believe in the upcoming days, he will come and clear that issue. Remember, our topic is Nigeria, a will that will never be. And then that very write-up from Kanu Takano, Nnamdi Kanu Junior brother, it says, the reason why a compromise fellow would always be the first to give reason for their betrayal of his people to death in their major front in Biafra land. For instance, Emenam, Obibu, Olo, that alone chased him out of IPOB, and nobody did. After, the same people must have taken care of him. But his quest for blood money was more important to him than Biafra life. Is defending ourselves from external aggressors means advocating for violence and armed struggle? The answer is no, because he was looking for reason to justify the killing of Biafrans, which he planned with our enemy. This is coming from Kanu Takano. If you're listening to me, they are online there. Maybe after this broadcast, I'll publish the real poster so you get the point now. Kanunta is telling you that Uchimefo, because some of you don't understand, most of Biafran youth now, their brain is blocked and dormant. The only thing they can do is, hey, saboteur, saboteur. Nothing is in their brain. That is why I cry for heritage. Kanunta is now writing and telling you that Uchimefo was the one who led the killing of our people in Emenam. Uchimefo led to the killing of our people in Obibu. Not Judge Onyibe again. Uchimefo led to the killing of our people in Olo. Where is OK Foreign? Where is Labai Charles? Where is Bright Chimezie? Now the Kanu brother is writing this. So all of you will now begin to say, Tiko Kikabiam upon is there. He shall not be well with them. But you are an idiot. You don't have sense. I don't like the way I sound. As a reverend, I should be more polite and sell my market and move on. Collect your tithe and offering. But God forgive me. The Bible says we are for peace. When we speak, they are for war. Kanu Nnamdi Kanu, the owners of IPOB Organization Company International Limited, is writing this. Supposedly indirectly indicting Uchimefo. He went on to say that Uchimefo was in Enugu. They collected money, they chop money, they chop money. Let me tell you, Uchimefo cannot buy me. He can't. Nobody can buy me. And certainly, I am not for sale. I have given Antiv 8 years on into this IPOB platform. I saw genuinity. I saw sincerity. I saw men and women who've been deceived. But out of sincerity, they gave them. Many of you are still being deceived. I would never believe in my life I will antagonize Nnamdi Kanu until I discover he's the evil. His brother, fine boy, is doing one side, driving car from the same car with governors. Opening company, paid company that they shut down and hide their names so you don't know. Now the Kanu is sending you to go and die in Olo while he is sleeping with small girl. What's the name of this secretary? I want to tell you, that is our man. I don't fight to win. There are things we know you don't know. And so Uchimefo can't bribe me. They were using Uchimefo badly. And when he get to a stage, he begin to sense. He wrote series of letter. I remember he created a forum and known it as Misstep. He needed us to come together, tell ourselves the truth, correct the errors, and then let's fight for our freedom. They insulted him and each and every one of them, or former. Austin Abanye. Idiot Azayoba. Of course, I won't talk about Nanya the betrayer. Another idiot and the gangster called the DOS. They don't want to talk about it. Because the God have spoken, Nnamdi Kanu, the God of Fundiaran and Yoshi. I don't talk. I'm a man of few words. You won't understand. I look at them. I'm Bidami Bidimugu. He tried to correct these things. It did not work. And I thank God for Biafra Human Rights Radio, which is the child of circumstance. I understand that Nnamdi Kanu intention is to destroy us. But the point is that he never understands how prepared we are. We are not in a hurry. Anyhow you want, we are following him. Now Nnamdi Kanu brother is hiding on that fake account. Kanunta, Nnamdi Kanu junior brother. Is he the one friending in Nayanya in Germany? Because the last time I checked, I think it was Tony Nzurumike friending in Nayanya. Idiot, Biafra. They are using our monthly due to do Arabanco, hopeless people there. Look at what he's writing. Ichemefo was in Anambra, he went to Enugu, he supervised the killing in Obibo, he supervised the one in Emenam, he supervised the one in Olo. When Nnamdi Kanu was ranting as an idiot that he is, we will raise dragon flag, we will I thought Biafra would become now. Thunder fire all of you. Honestly, I don't want to know your class. But we can put our egos aside, our differences aside, and do what we are supposed to do. Let's see if I can be able to finish this whole jargon written by Nnamdi Kanu Junior brother. He said, when our oppressors paid his flight to Nigeria and hosted him in Obibo military barrack, guest house, before their meeting on the 29th December 2020, where he planned with his paymasters and Army GOCS, the whole of Biafra land with Rafael Wazurike to kill more Biafrans and Eastern Nnamdi Kanu defenders, ESN, where they see them. Did he tell his followers like George Onyibe about his plan? That alone tells us that we need to know about the drowning man. You kill the innocent Biafrans. You are meant to protect, and their spirit will hunt you down forever. This is Nnamdi Kanu brother writing. You people don't understand what projects me. I was the highest ranking principal officer of IPOB in the whole world, both those dead and alive, for almost 8 years on, until they forcefully expelled me to cover the atrocity, which certainly they will not cover. I'm not naive and I'm not ignorant. I may not fall into the categories of academians or intellectual or intellectum like Nnamdi Kanu, but certainly I am a custodian of common sense. They are telling you, they didn't call his name because they want to behave as if they are normal people. I call your name. I call your name. I damn the consequence. As long as I'm saying the truth, I just let it go. He's going to accomplish everything he meant to accomplish. Uchemefo came to Nigeria, they chop money, they do this one. Uchemefo, God will bless you. Thank God you allow me to know you the level I know you. You were operating as a common man, but I saw things many people will not see. That is why Father Ngwongo and every other people fighting you, they will be exposed. I beg you, Jide Nkiji. Okwema na wa se mmadu Jide Nkoji. Or I mean, in a more formal, Uchemefo biko Jide Nkiji. Canon Takano, who are you? Uchemefo we know, yes. Idiot Okano we know. Canon Ta, who are you? Who plays people? That is why people who are not even member of the IPO are the one running us Yahoo, Rabbi Charles, Emperor Emissary, okay, foreign, Yahoo headquarter department. And then Nayanya, Onyoshi Nandiama. He used to come and say, hey, Idojobodo, the root tax payment, or mama tax payment, or pancake tax payment. You will pay all of them if you are in Daraspa. Njohi, Udojobodo. Where can Obodo Nudosi? And then one man control millions of dollars coming from our hard-earned money. You don't know what is coming for you. You got to repent, man. And so I tell you, Uchemefo went to GSO, they kill Obibo people. I have the newspaper that said IPOB wrote a publication that George Onyibe is the one taking Wike, Rando Bibo to kill Igbo people. You people, most of you don't reason. I have the newspaper. And then every day I tune on to the radio. By then I have not started broadcasting. I never respond to them. None of you called me to say, oh boy, take it easy. Just ignore them. Now I'm talking. Idiot want to correct me. Thunder will fire all of you. And I will open radio. I'll sit with my children. I'll say, listen to what they are saying. And at the end of the broadcast, question me. Because if I don't do that, they will doubt me. I force myself into their life. All because of this struggle. Josephine Erewa, the dead body walking in America. Okay, but he's a criminal. Darlington, the epilepsy idiot. As they hurt, different faith or gala, different idiot. They were yapping on radio Biafra. All of you were enjoying it. Some of you are listening. Your organ has made you so stupid. Don't listen to Biafra Human Rights Radio. We are your destiny and we are your doom. You are not going anywhere. I watch you people for almost 6 months. Now I have started. Believe me, I will give you another decade of my life. The highest you can do is you push me to the enemy to look for help. And I will show you what you have not seen. I damn the consequence. I have constantly reminded you, we have communed with the Creator, that if in His infinite wisdom, that the sacrifice of our life will give us this nation, we'll sink for, we'll yearn for, we gladly lay down everything before His altar. Ibu Chukwu ibu gị mmadụ e. Ibu Chukwu ibu gị mmadụ e. Anya n'elu ụwa mee. Ibu Chukwu e. Obinigwe Ibu Chimehe Ibu Chukwu ibu gị mmadụ e. Ibu Chukwu onye na-agwọ ọrịa mee analego. Ibu Chukwu onye na-eti ikpe ziri ezi o. Agbanwe o. Ibu Chukwu hey, Ibu Chukwu ibu gị mmadụ e. And of course, having gone through those write-up coming from Nnamdi Kanu brother, all in an affair to dissuade our people, deceive you, that Ichemefa is evil, Ichemefa is in car. I wish Ichemefa is going to respond to it. George Onyibe was actually accused of taking Wike, Onyeso Wike, the honorable governor of Rivers State, the Ochetandi Beya one of Ikwere land. I greet him tonight. I said, Nda, Wike Boroso Soma. Hey, Judge Onyibe is taking Wike to kill Igbo people. You don't have sense. Today, Nnamdi Kanu Junior brother is telling you is Uchemefo. The eminent killing, idiot Okano raise, is it the World Gecko flag? Yes, today arose World Gecko flag, and then everybody in Biafra land will born. You raising World Gecko flag in Eminem. One of the things that humbled me is the number of people who died under IPOB led by Nnamdi Kanu is almost mounting to millions. Most of you now, they are giving you position, welfare officer, to bury dead bodies of our people killed by Nigerian military. Only God knows why. You are not going to bury them. And oh my God. We will discuss that later. We're documenting your stupidity and your wickedness, atrocious act against our people for you. Remember, our topic is Nigeria, a will that will never be. There are so many things we want in Nigeria. It can never be. It can't. That having been said, we move on to another article I read online. Mazio BD tried to emphasize on that. I actually didn't say anything because I want him to express himself. About the newly press statement ushered by Niger Delta Aventans. God bless those people. God give you the strength to do the needful. When you need us, contact us on Biafra Human Rights Radio. Seek for George Onyibe. We give you every necessary assistance. A true, genuine freedom fighters. Not like the Yahoo Nnamdi Kanu IPOB company and family. They issued a press statement. Let me tell you, the what do you call it? The fit for you, so you get the idea now. You get the point now. Niger Delta militant under the aegis of Supreme Ubusu liberation fighters has threatened to destroy infrastructures in Lagos, Abuja headquarters. I want you to understand. I want you to understand. I want you to understand. In Lagos and Abuja, because they are the two main headquarters. In a video posted on Tuesday by AIT, members of this group were seen wearing masks and putting on military uniform. One of them, who read a statement on behalf of the group, lamented about poor implementation of the amnesty program in the region, saying there are no schools, no potable drinking water, no light, no hospital, and access to road for our people to enjoy till date. Honestly, the list is less. It's unending. Absolutely nothing. We've seen life in its ugliest state. We do not blame the and their responsibility, because indirectly we have become the very menace that aches our people, because we've not been meticulous enough to present our matter in such a civilized manner. This, having been said, does not give any nation, any organization, any group of people the right to undermine our right to self-determination. But in as much as we apologize, we also advise you to retrace your step, correct your errors, because we are not backing down. We will make mistakes. We will correct our mistakes. In the end, Biafra must come. They went on to say, he said, over the years, the Niger Delta people, which I am one of them, have made frantic effort to create an enabling environment. But to our greatest dismay, the Nigerian government over the years have decided to handle the issue of the Niger Deltas with kid's glove. And now, I do not know who these people are, but honestly, I'm impressed with what they wrote. Because what we used to hear is, okay, foreign will come on radio. Hey, hello people, kill army, kill army. Idiot Okanu will jump on radio. Shoot them, destroy them, put everywhere. Look at the people you call militant. Look at how organized they are. You should be ashamed of yourself. I've always said our intention and desire is to engage not just Nigerian, but the global community through the preamble of law. They have betrayed the struggle and have left the people to their fate. A member of the group read a statement. Of course, this statement. Rather, what is visible in the present of is the presence of the military gunboat. The person calling me, be patient. I will attend to phone later. The only thing you see is the presence of the military, the gunboat, the numerous military presence, pressure to the Niger Delta, who are being killed, raped, maiming, innocent people in that region. Look at the insecurity surveillance contractors taking place in our region through the federal government. These agencies in place have decided to just change our people in one territorial water. It is an Israel company that is providing waterway security, which we have competent hands with expert knowledge to manage. And now what he's trying to say there is our waterway is being managed by Israel. When they take in Nnamdi, they how did they take him to Israel itself? When they evacuated him to Israel. Israel chasing Nnamdi away. Most of you don't know. All the Yahoo freedom fighter weapon. Hey, we beat the embassy in Israel. Israel chasing Nnamdi away. Why would they eat? Despite the fact that Buhari in 1983 chased Israel and Ghana out of Nigeria. Israel is more interested in their Inchonchom more than any other thing. We may trace our origin back to the original Hebrews. I don't know about the Jews. Israel is still giving their support. Idiot cannot run there. He went to cover head. He went to block stone. Hey, pray, let's pray. Allah Akubara, Jehovah Nisi, Elohim, Eloha, Elo Shaka, Oshoko, deceiving all of Israel chasing Nnamdi Kanu out of their land. Israel manage our waterway. I come from a generation that served the Israel here in Biafra land. Worry to be precise. I've said it in one of my broadcasts. Over 4 generations of my ancestors served the Israel. My great-grandfather has to put my great-grandmother under oath and said, if I die in this service, you must take my children home. She placed her under oath. And when Buhari in 1983 chased Israel out of Nigeria with Ghana, my grandmother took all his sons and brought them back home. It was when history were being reviewed. When we came back to our village, our ancestral home was taken already by the community. So you know what I'm telling you is the truth. But there was another relative a bit far away who went to my ancestral land and built a house there. The community said this lineage is gone. They can't come back again. We have to take this land for the community. The same thing is happening to my maternal home. My mother comes from the family of Obi of Umunede. I am the son of Nwatuke, Nwachano, Mwinyese. We also be market. My family also be market. It's a long story. Now we jimenwa keke. Now let's leave my maternal home. And so somebody I don't know, he took over all my ancestral land and built a house in the midst of it all. And when community come to take our land because they thought we are not coming back again, he told them that he's the caretaker. The last information I have is that the man is old, aged. He can't even walk again. That is how our ancestral land was preserved in our village. Because why I'm saying this is Israel should understand they are in the best position to fight for Biafran restoration. But they are the one guiding our waterways. We know the trouble they brought between Muneri and Aguneri in Anambra in the name of testing DNA. Why would you do this? I wouldn't go bias anywhere. I wouldn't go further. But this is message coming from the Niger Delta Avengers. You think we don't know anything, but they know. Look at the depth of their knowledge. Now they can use that. Keep them, break bottle, do petrol bomb, put it inside bomb, throw fuel, put rag, burn them, kill army. You don't even know if they are our brothers. You think Nigeria is that stupid? You don't know there should supposed to be system put in place to manage collateral damage? Because you are in diaspora, sleeping with your girlfriends all around the world, your family living in affluence all over in London, Germany, the whole of Europe. The one in Nigeria is a terrorist. Don't worry, it's a gradual process. Biafra watchmen, we are not in a hurry. We go nowhere and we die here. Don't worry. Because we are coming to destroy all your infrastructures in Abuja and Lagos. As group committed to giving total liberation to our people, we will destroy the oil facility. both offshore and onshore, in no distance time. We will see to be crippling the Nigerian economy. This is Punch newspaper. They're telling you. Now, those of you who are IPOB, not all of you are stupid. Some of you got to do the right thing. That is why you are there. There are a lot of demented idiots there. And if you are among them, just look at this militant, as they call them, how they were able to present their case. They registered their displeasure. Nigeria will respond. Of course, they're going to blow some pipeline, maybe kill some military, maybe run against the law, because Nigeria have been breaking the law, and then they are going to respond to them. And then when they respond to them, things will begin to work again. But what are we doing? They give now the kind of in 18 Biafra. Guy man in maga mamugu for maga chop. And you don't even understand what you are saying. That is coming from the Niger Delta Venture. Now, let us continue and see how it's going to be. There are things I need us to understand about our topic, which is simply titled Nigeria, a will that will never be. Number one, there has always been one form of education here which any of us can remember. All of us, if we are frank, if we can frankly look at everything we have requested from the Nigerian state, you will see that none of them has been granted. Everything we have been requesting from the Nigerian state, none of them have been granted. But of course, there are so many reasons behind it which we will look into. The Niger Delta Avengers lay down some of the rules, some of the things that they really want Nigerians to do, which is not forthcoming. And if we are sincere to ourselves, there are a lot of things we have been asking for, which is not coming. People like Naya Wodo, governors of the Southeast and of course South-South, governors of the Middle Belt and some Yoruba sincere governors, for as far as we can remember, has been pushing forward for restructuring of Nigeria. And we all know, frankly speaking, that the restructuring of Nigeria is as good as Biafra being restored. Some idiot cannot be born somewhere in Futajalon and come and tell me in my ancestral land and say he's born to rule me. It doesn't work that way. Our land is under military occupation, most especially after the Civil War. Land and sea, there is blockage, including air. We are not allowed to have international airport within the South-South and the Southeast region. Yorubas have access to this. Hausa, Fulani, Middle Belt have access to this. The people in the South-South region and Southeast, which are the Biafrans, are not allowed to have access to their waterway. Despite the fact that over 74% of our topographic land mass is bordered with the Atlantic Ocean. Yet we don't have international seaport. We have to travel over half of the country into Sambisa Desert, known as dry dock, to bring in our container. And if they are kind enough, they allow us to come through the Yoruba land. Yoruba and the Hausa Fulani have access to this. And then we talk about the land mass. In less than every 3 kilometer or 2 kilometer radius within our land, you have military checking points who are raping our women, killing our people indiscriminately, among other dehumanizing, torture, and degrading treatment method against us. United Nations know this. BBC, CNN, FFC, everybody knows this. But sometimes it looks like because of our ignorance, what they are doing to us is okay. But whatever yardstick you're using to judge us, one way or the other, the truth must prevail. And so, as far as the Biafrans are concerned, from Idoma to Igala to Ogoni to Yalam, Bitorumba, Noamando, Bankwiri, Olo, all the way, Anyoma, Urobo, Shekiri, our land is under military occupation. We've tried our best to see these things are taken away. It's a will that will not be. That is why we'll continue to agitate for the division of Nigeria. But then, every pro-Biafran group must put their energy on every area. Tell the world we are not who they think they are. Tell the world we don't undermine them. Tell the global community we only ask for our right to self-determination. This was first of all God-given before man could have a say. Tell the world they have to look into our matter. Number 2. This could be as a result of us not being able to organize ourselves as a people, which makes us less than indigenous people. Sometimes maybe why we are still where we are and nothing is being said is because we may not have been able to organize ourselves properly as a people. Mazio Bidi, when he joined me on the broadcast yesterday, was talking about some countries in the world employing Yoruba teachers and Hausa teachers. They didn't employ Fulani teachers. They didn't employ, because I was trying to disseminate the information he was dispatching, because it was really highly educative. Now, they choose Yoruba teachers and Hausa teachers. The question should be, why did they not choose Fulani teacher? And why did they not choose Biafran teacher? Mazio Bidi was saying that it's somehow we are being underlined. If you divide the brain of a Biafran child from Urobo, Ishekili down to Igbo, Efik, Ibibio, Enam, divide their brain into 10. No Yoruba son can mount up with one. Forget about all this Yahoo nonsense. No Yoruba can match up to a quarter of our brain. But where has it led us to? We've not been able to manage the natural human resources. They have been able, and I give it to them. Yoruba, kudos. Now the Kano in-laws, kudos. Rabbi Charles' girlfriends, kudos. Our in-laws, kudos, Yoruba. The little they have, they've been able to make judicial use of it. The Yorubas may not be as intelligent as you think. I mean, the Hausas, they may still be under the rulership of the Fulanis. But believe me, these people have been able to develop a level of discipline that it will even amaze the angels in heaven. Forget about we call them Hausa Fulani. We know the difference between the Fulanis and the Hausas. I do not think there is any Homo sapien here on life who is as sincere as Hausa people. Let's not deceive ourselves. And now you have the intelligent, wise Igbo, the wisest black man dead and alive from Nnamdi Kanu, coming from Biafra land. The terrorists, Buhari and other Yahoo all in the north. The world rejects all of us. It's not because we are not equal to the task, but we've not been able to set our priority right. These are some of the things all this pro-Biafran group all around is trying to do for the benefit of the people. But then Nnamdi Kanu will not agree. He wants to be the head, the God. And I tell you, Nnamdi Kanu, it is a message to you. It is a message to you. If you bring Biafra, that Biafra will not enter Anyoma land. It is a promise, not a threat. If as I'm talking now, they say, hey, Biafra has come, Nnamdi Kanu, I will start a war. Nnamdi Kanu will not pass on the Chahaj Bridge. Nihi na Anyoma walanam, or else he will destroy all of us. So, my brothers and sisters, I'm not looking at you to understand what I'm saying. I'm just saying it the way it's supposed to be. With all the human capacity, go and check the record of Banugo, the former owner of All State Trust Bank, Retraco, among other companies. He was rated as the highest human employer of labor in the whole of Africa. The regime of Obasanjo destroyed this Banugo to the rubbish. Who knows where he is? But we are not choosing. We are not choosing. And then Fulanis are not choosing because they are not indigenous people. I read an article online this morning which says that we cannot even project a certified information or evidence that we are indigenous people. We have so many Yoruba. We have Ekale, we have Ijebu, we have Ife, we have Kwara. They don't understand themselves. Yoruba land is as complicated as Biafra land. But they've been able to create a platform that makes them to function as one impenetrable unit. And say when they say Omoduduwa Lemi, everybody collapses structure. When we say we are Biafra and they say no, I'm the God. Thunder fire you. Don't you know that 3 Yoruba can stay and be talking, they don't understand themselves? The same way you speak Igbo, the other one speak Akwa Ibom, the other one speak Ijo. They don't understand it. Don't you know Yorubas are like that? We don't make an effort to institutionalize our land. Somebody want to become our God. These are the reason why Nigeria, a will that will never be. These are some of the reasons. Are you getting it? The Hausa from the Nupe, the Kanuri, the Gwaris, and the rest of them. Of course, the Fulani created a system that enables them for sure. But the Fulanis are not indigenous. And so the Fulani and the Biafrans cannot be choosing. Number 3. We may not have been able to galvanize the institution which would have had the capacity to initiate strategies that can make our voice to be heard like every other indigenous people across the globe. We have to work towards this avenue. This is Biafra Woman Right Radio. Radio Biafra Extra, anchored by George Onyibe, is streaming live through Biafra Woman Right Radio, being anchored by Uchemefo. When you receive any of our broadcasts, send it to the people. Let our people wake up from their ikwikwi. They need to wake up. We need to put instruments in place that will enable us galvanize all our people. You think people are keeping quiet about our matter? There are surveillance everywhere trying to study what is going on. People are working. We are monitoring all of them. Even in that, the country is running up and down to non-Igbo to wind them, deceive them. Put satellite everywhere. It will help us pass the message because we are not the country. As you are mounting your satellite, we are mounting our own. We are coming in such a fashion you've not seen before. People are coming and asking questions. Now, when they come, they may meet Iruanya, they can meet Onwuka, they can meet anybody, I don't know, different pro-Biafran group. And everybody is going to give their testimony based on the knowledge at their disposal. But absolute truth, absolute sincerity, absolute application of the truth, absolute presentation, absolute representation, absolute humanity, absolute Biafra. They are the ones who can communicate effectively to the international community. And at this moment, I'm going to leave our line open. And of course, leaving our line open implies that you are free to call in. There are so many people who have been trying to call in to air their view. And now you will have the privilege to do so. But please, if you are listening to me, follow my rules. If you call me as Nnamdi Kanu demented idiot, zombies under the leadership of Idiot Okano, insult me, curse me, you don't have brain again, we understand. And you are zondiera and you can zoy. Curse me, insult me, it's okay. We understand your position. We're doing something about it. But if I say stop, stop. If I ask you a question, answer. If you refuse to obey directives from me, I will cut you off. I'm not telling you because I want you to give you relevance. So sincere men and women across the globe will understand the reason why we cut you off. When we call Nigerian radio station, once we talk Biafra, they cut us off. It solved the rule. I don't blame them for that. They owes the mic. This mic is not for Nnamdi Kanu. Yap with wisdom and get sense and be delivered. And of course, our lines are open, like I said. Our WhatsApp line remains +234 8 122 152 971. Our WhatsApp line is +234 812 215 2971. I repeat again. Our WhatsApp line is 081 221 52971. Those of you outside Nigeria will add +234 081 221 52971. And then our direct line is, oh my God, the first line I called, I beg your pardon, is the direct line. 081 221 52971. 081 221 52971. 081 221 52971 is the direct line, I beg your pardon. And then the WhatsApp line is 070815 45642. 070815 45642. Of course, if you are outside Nigeria, it is +234 708 154 5642, which is 070 815 45642. The lines are open at this moment. You are free to call in. If you have access to my private line, you are free to call in. If you have access to my private WhatsApp, you are free to call in. Only God knows who this man is or this woman is. But then we must continue. Caller on the line, your name and where are you calling from?
Good evening, my brother.
Good evening. I hope you know the rules.
Yes, yes, I know. Yes,
Go ahead, God be with you.
I'm a Sabutu Afro, so.
Oh my God, you are one of us. Now let me find out from you first of all. Have you joined the League of Nations? Have you joined the League of Nations?
Yes, I have my ID card.
No. Honestly, we are organizing our people around the world. If you are not aware of it, go to my Facebook page. There is a link we place there. Go there, introduce yourself. The moderators will interview you. They will put you together because we have to save our land.
Yes,
honestly,
that's true.
You have access to my Facebook name. Do you have access to my Facebook name?
Where are you from? I've been listening to you over 1 hour.
Okay, please.
Okay,
follow.
George, I'm in Nigeria. I'm calling from Nigeria actually.
Go ahead.
My name is Cletus. Cletus is my name. I have taken time to examine why Kanu failed or continue to fail. I am from Igbo. Yes, I'm Igbo by tradition. I have taken my time to understand why this young man is failing and will continue to fail. I want the world to hear me. When you go to the Igbo culture, the Igbo is a decentralized society. There's never a history whereby there's a hero in Igbo. We don't operate a centralized. We operate a decentralized whereby everybody is making impact. Any moment you are doing something in the Igbo society and you make yourself the Lord, it doesn't work. You can only work in Fulani. Yes, when you talk about the Emir. anybody from history, anybody that comes to the Igbo land and wants to be the like Kremlin of Japan, what do you call it? Korea, is it not Korea? Yes. The Lord, whose every authority flows, people will not, Igbos, the Biafrans will not be happy to identify with it because the Igbos want to, participate. The real Igbo, the real Biafrans wants to contribute to the building of whatever they are building. So you assume yourself as a king. Everybody, everything, you are the cashier, you are the vice president, you are the president, you are everything and everything. And everybody just watching you. You will fail because Igbo society, the Biafran society, will never be happy when they are not given any function at all. When they look at you as you are lording over them, an average Biafran, an average Easterner will never be happy. Most times they go extra mile to devote on hatred to you simply because you lord it over them. This is one. Two, Kano forgot, the grassroots. He forgot to begin from home. Asanana mama itinolo. Akwama. You don't bait from outside and come to your house. You bait from inside and move outside. You don't fight your house and hope to get a victory from outside. No. You forgot that there were people who are supposed to make your home good. You begin to praise Abaribe. Oh, he's a good man. Abaribe has been in Senate for 8 years. 8 years as a deputy governor of Abia State. What are his achievements? He has ruled Abia State as a deputy governor for 8 years without Joseph Carlo. 4 years or 8 years. Senate, over 8 years. This is the person you are raising, the law, the boss. So he forgot to touch his grassroots. He abandoned his home to see the development from the home. That's a sign of sincerity. When you are doing these things, the sincerity is not there. The sincerity is not there. Thirdly, Kanu began to love money. Yes. He began to enjoy money. Yeah. He began to see the short-term benefits. Yeah. Initially it was contribute, let us build, which is okay. But the contribution began personal thing that is not invested anywhere. You talk about palliative. There was no single price you gave, even at their state, your own local government. And these were announcements that you made. You are giving so and so. You are giving such bag of rice and this and this and that. All lies. So he began to, love money, even though it was a kind of support for this program, for this struggle. The love of that money continued to increase. Now he noticed that people are kicking it. He now said, those in Nigeria, no contribution. What about those in diaspora? Are they not contributing today? I'm asking you, Onyibe.
Of course, when I begin to broadcast and say our money, our monthly due, he want to tell the world that is not with my monthly due. So he go and catch Mugu all around the world in dollar, in hard currency. In the Nayana is still going WhatsApp to WhatsApp. Ego idoji obodo 1, ego idoji obodo 2, ego idoji obodo 3, ego idoji obodo 4, ego izagota 5, ego izachenigwe 6, ego imeme fasting and praying. This fasting and praying and the can is leading. If you know billions that is being contributed towards it, it will amaze you. Go ahead. So
please. that money began to toxicate this man. He began to play by money. Remember, I mentioned 3 things. he became the Lord. He wanted to be the Lord, the God worshipped. 2, he didn't start from, he abandoned his grassroots. He abandoned building from the scratch. He can't start building from the roof. No, he must start a foundation. He failed to do the foundation work. He pointing away outsider. Oh, fulani. What about your home? What about those that are holding your constituency project? An average senator in your senatorial zone receives, constituency projects worth millions every single month. I don't say every year. I say monthly. What about your governors? What about your security votes and the rest of them that these people collect? These ones are not something. No, they are not doing well. In as much as they are with you, in as much as your eye is in Abuja, but your enemy is not just Abuja. He's not just Abuja. So you fail to start from the grassroots. Thirdly, the money chiking of a thing. No, the love of money begins to rule all his activities as a person. He begin to acquire, and the thing begins to confiscate him, and since he has the command. Finally, the fourth point is that he failed to work with the elite. See, every 10 person that supports Nnamdi Kanu, every 10 person, 9.5 are illiterate. I didn't say 9. I say 9.5 cannot even explain anything about this young man. Have not been following him. Igbo, we believe that anyone that is fighting our cause, support him. Just support him. Without looking at this support now, is it genuine? What are other things that should be done? It's not every fight you fight for me outside that I will support you. You might be fighting for me outside, but invariably you want to finish me. Let me assume you come to my office. Maybe my boss shouted at me. You replied and fought my own boss in my office. Are you doing good to me? Why not? You are preparing my sack letter. Are you getting it? So you can't come to my office and just slap my boss because he was shouting at me. You are killing me, really. You are not really helping me. So when you want to help somebody, when you want to help your people, you need to be mindful to the extent of which you are going these things. So he failed to realize that these things are not possible without your elites, those that speak for you. You have government, no matter how dirty the government is. The Eastern society has government. People have leadership, no matter how bad they were. You call them names, Ohaneze Ndoshinama, blah, blah, blah. At the end, you will certainly go to them. You surely. So, in as much as the elites that are supposed to speak for you are not there for you, you have failed automatically. In fact, that thing you are looking for cannot succeed until you get their access, until you get their approval. Then what do you do at this point? You must go back. You must listen. This man came and turned the Igbo culture of listening to an elder, no matter how. You don't insult an elder, no matter what happens. You can't talk to an elder anyhow, even if that elder is foolish. You must listen, because if an elder is you, it's there for you, no doubt. So an average Igbo man, according to the culture, obeys the elder, listens, even if you can't do everything the elder says, but you don't challenge an elder. Why? You can never. You can't begin to curse elders. No sinama, no blah 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 blah. Come on. At the end of the whole thing, they are better than you. They are better than you. Who is Onyoshina Oyama right now? Are you not? Who is running for his life now? You. So who is free? Who is free? So I think I will allow some other persons to contribute. Thank you so much for your program. My brother, just keep doing what you are doing. Keep doing what you are doing. That is it.
Thank you very much, my brother.
The word is enough for a while.
Thank you very
The
much.
Bible says, "He who have ear,
Let them hear." That is
my
very
brother.
good. Thank you very much. And of course, our people must understand every time I come on air, the people who think they are wise, they begin to hack my lines and then make my system to misfunction. But I can only assure them that we can only get better. Continue trying the WhatsApp line as I'm talking to you now. WhatsApp is asking me for today's date. So if I cannot give WhatsApp today's date, you may not be able to call it. And then even though I give my WhatsApp today's date, still they're not responding to me. But I know it's been hacked. This morning my Facebook was also hacked. And then they asked me of my grandmama name, my grandpapa name. I gave to them. After every question, they do not have any reason to still disconnect me. And so they allowed me to operate. That having been said, continue trying my direct line. I think that is the only line I'm very sure at this moment that you may be able to access. And for those of you who have access to my private WhatsApp and private direct line, be free to call. Be free to call. My brothers, our lines are open and you are free to make your contribution. The rules remain the same. And of course, you're free to call in and understand our topic, which is simply Nigeria, a will that will never be. I'll be back. Of course, the lines are open. Be free to call in.
We bow down before you. Yes, my Father. You are the creator of heaven and earth. We glorify your name. To welcome your children, Biafra. Oh, yes. We are crying, oh Lord. Come to our aid. Let's to my Father.
Blessed assurance, hallelujah, Biafra is mine. Say, oh, what a nation of glory divine, home of salvation, hallelujah, my Father's land. This is our nation. Oh, this is our land. Biafra nation. This is our nation. This is our land. Created and blessed by Chukwuabiama. Our perfect desire, hallelujah, is our Biafra. Sure. I be shall not be in vain. Angels descending from heaven.
Yes, sir. Caller on the line. Your name and where are you calling from?
Good
Caller.
evening, Ada Biafra na
Good evening, Ada Biafra. No Gadereginama. Go ahead, please.
Onyibe Biafra land.
Go ahead, my sister.
How shall me contribute? Man, I'm mangacha direct to topic of today. mana ana m asị ka Chukwu okike abịa ma gọzie gị gọzikwa ndị niile ji obi ha wee na-achọ Biafra ma nyekwala anyị aka so that our eyes will be open ka anyị ghara ịnwụzi ọzọ na aka Maazị Nnamdi Kanu na command ya command and kill. You know, I call it command and kill because he knows that he don't collect and he's commanding us and killing us. He's no longer command and control. This one are command and kill. I was listening to his broadcast. Then I heard when he said that those men that was sold to the white people, they refused to worship the white people. They drowned themselves in the ocean. So I quickly asked myself a question. Did this God know that now we are still the same? That we cannot worship him, he is not our God. So why is he trying to become our God? Why is he trying for us to worship him as our God? No, now I don't think maybe he used to drink something or so before coming to, because if he's in a normal sense, he would have some things he always say. He would have asked himself a question. Didn't he know that we are still the same? That that same blood that is still in us. He don't understand that we are still having the same blood. That those people that drown themselves, they are still these people that are here today. Kiva na agwazi mmadi ya. To ichoka ifebegi, ichozi kiburuzi onye ọcha anyị. Mmemme mbụ nkwa onye ọcha onye Igbo. Ọkwa ndị Igbo ka ọ na-agwa ihe ahụ. I don't know. We can die instead of worshiping human being. Do you know, even yesterday he said that Trump killed black people more than any other president in America. He jumped from there and started talking another thing. He jumped from there and started talking about it. He jumped from there and started saying again that we are still there for all. He want the military to come back. Maybe he has received information that there are a living being still there. He want to go and kill them again. What is the problem of this man? He's fighting everywhere that we are. Is it a normal human being that would tell the enemy on the radio that you know that everybody is listening, even if it's 5 people that is listening to it? You are telling them, we there alone. If you come there, we decimate you. We there, boy. If you come there, we decimate you. Let him not try to call Ebonyi again. Nobody there for Ebonyi. SN is not in Ebonyi. Please, so my people, I don't open. We did not go to school. This doesn't mean that we don't have common sense. I don't know. Maybe he doesn't ask himself a question. We are still having blood of Biafra in us, so we did not collect like him from Nigerian government. We don't collect hard currencies from Nigerian government. We are still pure. We are still pure. We are still without anything. What you can give to your people is death. They give to you, promise you can give to your people, and you come here to save us. Is to kill us. Is to come and tell us we there here, we there for Allah, we there for there, we there here, we there. What are you doing? We there here, we there here, we there here. What are you saying? That means you are directing these people to come and kill all of us. At your command, I'm pitying the young ladies like you. All this while he is crying that we are not married. Now he has killed all the ones that we would have married. He will come back and marry all of us together. Even if he's 100 of us marry him, because all our boyfriends, 3 of my boyfriends, they don't die at his command. What is all these things? And somebody is closing his mouth or her mouth not to talk. For what? Why should we leave this young man to kill all the young people? Eh? And you know, it's the young people that always come out for every command that he gave. Eh? Because we don't know. We don't know. But now we have known. Now we have known that he don't collect from zoo country. Jana ebusisi muwana ebusisi nda gan akwa onye ọbụla tọgbọrọ chota ntọgbọ kita anụwa enwere onye na-ajụ esai na ọ na-apị ụtọ onye ka ọ ga-anụ na those girls now. I fụzi Hausa Fulani now onye soluzie asị anoje were je nụwa ndị Hausa Fulani. Meanwhile, you have commanded all the ones who would have married to go and die. And then I say mekunoku. I say no mechano. Mechano for who? Who will talk to me? Eh? That matter Onyibe. Thank you. God bless you. God bless Mazi Chemefo. God bless Mazi Chemefo for keeping this radio so that we can be able to talk. Gịnị kwanụ bụ ihe nka ahapụ gị igbusicha ndị niile ga ọba imetezie aifuzie Hausa Yoruba Fulani. Why won't we marry them? Did you see any other person? How many people will you marry? They know na America na-eme Valentine na akọmgbumgbu. Chukwu okike gozie ndị nọ na Human Rights Radio wee na-agwa ya nke bụ eziokwu. Bless all of you and keep you for Biafra. Thank you, sir.
Of course, thank you very much, my sister. Nande Kano does not understand the level of damage he's causing to our people. He's just interested in living life in affluence, traveling around. Well, yeah, I'm in America. Come and beat me now. Come and beat me. Now come and beat you, make us come and come they do this thing. And now make you be God. Now make us come and they do this thing. We've never lost track of the reason why we are here. Don't you understand? Don't you understand? Eh? Don't you understand? Yeah, we are chairman, nothing they happen. Something they happen, my guy. Something they happen. We're calling our people to stand up. Stand up and do the right thing. Stand up and say the truth, irrespective of whose oath is God. Stand up and do the right thing, so the next generation can be free, so that this freedom we long for can be ours. Some of them say, don't mind them, they will soon fizzle out. We can only get better. You know, get them, we can only get better. The struggle is the glory. The more you press us, the harder we come up. Each time you try to frustrate us, we get better. We go nowhere. You know, get them, we are not in a hurry. Why are you wasting? Like I told you, most of my lines are the WhatsApp line. I'm still working on it anyway while callers are coming in. But then I encourage you, I advise you to, you get to use the direct line. If you have access to my the private WhatsApp, you have access to my direct line, you are free to call in. But outside that, go to the direct line. And maybe I repeat the direct line again. That is the studio line that is available at this very moment. You are free to make your contribution. This is Biafra nation we are talking about. Everybody's opinion must be respected. That direct line is 081 221 52971. 081 221 52971. That is the direct line. You're free to call in there while I'm still working on the WhatsApp. Person we do gun, I do bulletproof. There are wills that can never be. And if they must not be, it's our right to understand why is it will not be. Here in Nigeria, in our region, we want tied road. Why can't we have it? But it's a will that will never be. Here in Nigeria, as Biafran, we want to control our airspace. But this is a will that can never be. Why? We need all those criminals on the checking point to get out. We need even regional police to curtail all these things. Nothing on the Kanu giving us security. We want to have access to international airport. I can go to Moritola Mohammed Airport in Lagos. I can go to Nnamdi Azikiwe International Airport in Abuja. Fly anywhere around the world. Within this, look at Port Harcourt International Airport. Even the PWD, a plane workshop in Lagos is better than Port Harcourt supposedly International Airport. Are we talking about a Caribbean airport or the Imo airport? Have we lost the strength to be able to know the truth and function? These are wills that will never be. Islamic currency is what we use. You cannot remove the Islamic inscription from Nigerian currency. I'm not an Islam. I'm not an Arab man. I don't understand a single alphabet there. Nigeria is supposed to be a secular state, but these are wills that can never be. My governors are afraid to do the right thing. There is no competent court jurisdiction anywhere. They need to play to the tune of either one man representing the colonial master here on ground, or they are dancing to the tune of or edict of one oil company who owns us as their property, or one way or the other they are doing the job of the imperialist. These are wills that will never be. Dubai came here in the 80s to borrow money from Nigeria, which Nigeria did not borrow Dubai. As we speak today, Dubai is competing even with America. America may have Disney World. Dubai is trying to build the Dubai World. And must I talk about Malaysians who came to Anambra to ask us to teach them how to plant palm oil? And at the end of the day, we are buying cutlass from Malaysia, Indonesia, cutlass to harvest the same palm kernel oil we taught them how to plant. Oh, many here, and Yasaka Gwa when all the ma. It is our right to decide. It is our right to become the author of our destiny. There are reasons why we did what we did. Until one man we rallied round about become a god. He become a god. Call on the line your name and where are you calling from?
Okay, my name is Josephat Ejofo. I'm calling from Imo State.
Yes, Ejofo. I hope you know my rules.
Yeah, suppose.
Oh God, then again, man. Go ahead, please.
Yeah. Well, I don't have much to say, but to just encourage you because you are speaking the mind of well reasonable Igbo men. So the only thing is that this confusion going on is a spiritual something that, which many people following him does not understand. And I pray that God will deliver most persons because this is a spiritual illusion. And it takes a deep knowledge and wisdom to really know what actually is going on. Because when his mission is being carried out finished, at the end you see that the entire Igbo land is already conquered because they are used to be massacred as time goes on. This is just the beginning of the whole scenario. So I appreciate your our people. appreciate.
He
Biafra
said-
land will bless us all.
He say,
Thank you very much.
before you cut off, I will advise you. Are you following me on Facebook?
I think I've just connected to your Facebook right. I saw the link. I just click and I start listening.
God bless you, my brother. We want everybody to gather under the umbrella of Biafra Nation. This is where
Okay.
every Biafran will have the platform to air their view, make their contribution, create a enabling environment for us to go. No supreme leader, no almighty God there, no almighty God leader. Look for that group and join. Whatever
I
we
will.
do, we must come together and speak with one voice and form one impenetrable unit that will give us freedom. Intellectuals,
Yes,
even the
amen.
ignorant, everybody, as far as you are a bona fide citizen of Biafra,
Carried
have a say.
along.
They
Yes,
will be carried
yes.
along, please, my brother.
Yes.
Honestly,
Okay.
it's okay.
Very
We'll
nice.
continue there.
Thank
Our
you.
coordinators in Biafra land are there, in Nigeria and every other place. They are standing by across the globe. We must regalvanize our people. God bless you, my brother.
Very
Thank
nice.
you very much
Thank
for
you
your
for-
coming in.
Thank you.
Yes,
Yeah.
thank you. Honestly, understand you have the right to call and tell me your mind. That is why we are here. That is the Mazemefo called this radio station child of circumstance. If there is anything like IPOB, we built it. Call and tell me your contribution in this IPOB here in Biafra land. We are IPOB. We are the Biafra. Not the Kano. Just collect our money, they jump up and down. After you don't gather all our money, then you turn to God. You can't be my God. If you be Biafran God, like I always say, we will put your righteousness to the test. It's a matter of time. Everything you think you can do, you make our people, you turn them to zombie, we will deliver them. We are not in a hurry, you should be rest assured of that. My line is always under attack, and I want to believe wonderful Biafrans across the globe should be able to help me get another line so our people can be able to have effective communication. I'm just using one line. So many people, the phone itself is even mad. The other WhatsApp now refused to open. And if I cannot open it from now till the next 12 hours, I will condemn that line and we shall continue. Because in what has in what never be. We go to school. We come out with first class upper. We're best in every form of education available in Nigeria. But yet we are meant to work under somebody who didn't go to school. Rankadidi. There is a man called Alesoti. He's from Abia State. When I dabbled into his record in University of Port Harcourt, of course in the accountant department, his name was written in gold. I took the liberty to study this man. Alesoti remained one of the outstanding economics we have in Nigeria. One of the greatest projected mind when it comes to the field of chartered accountant. But Akintola William is the head of chartered accountant in Nigeria. Can he measure intellectually platform? Can he measure with Alesoti? Alesoti work with First Bank. Instead of him to be promoted more than a Yoruba man, he was sidelined and made a financial officer, banking officer. That means, oh boy, this is the end of your journey. I'm not saying it to dissuade anybody to make you feel bad. I am telling you that Alesoti, the way he is, has set up a standard which the world is supposed to model. Look at how Nigerians are messing him up. He can't even be a governor. Of course, Okonji Iweala played a neutral game. If she has clinched to her Igbo identity, they will rubbish her. Sometimes they ignore her. It's Igbo that is not Igbo. It's Delta Igbo, Upland Igbo, Bottomland Igbo. Leave her. If she has clinched to her original Igbo identity, they mess her up. These are wills that can never be. We started by telling ourselves the truth. Where there is money coming from Ayo Adebanjo, there is money coming from Atiku, there is money coming from Igbo, there is money coming from even our tomato seller, our Maggi seller. Now they cannot lose his sense. One of these days, a sample is broadcast then, now, before. Imamezu, can we trust the Yoruba? No, we can't trust them. Oh. Today now the can is telling you, hey, I have in-law, Rabbi Charles. One of my girlfriends is Yoruba. No, we have to create a Biafra Yoruba Oduduwa Ndioshi. You think we're this dumb? We're going to lick your axe or what? There are wills that will never be. There's no need trying to promote them. I don't want to fight Nigeria, cutlass and bottle. No. It's not about the armed struggle. No. If that is the only option, then let it be. The world will be a testament that we've been patient enough. But not one man creating hulo balu because I want to prove a point. If I can't be all of your leader, I will drag all of you down. We are waiting for you. Come and drag us down. I'm not in diaspora. Certainly I'm not hiding. But our people must be free. Our people must be liberated. Our people must be delivered. Our people must know the truth. And let that truth set them free. This is Biafra nation we are talking about. It's supposed to be the hope of the black race. Make no mistake about that. Caller on WhatsApp, are you there? Caller on WhatsApp, can you hear me?
Yes, Diopa.
Of course, that is the voice of Audio Guinea. Saboteur. What is your number, Seth? Saboteur.
There's a lot of numbers.
They don't give you restraint number. Saboteur. How many number they give you? Tell me how many number. Upper saboteur or lower saboteur?
Upper and lower.
I will cut you off if you don't answer my question. This no be not the canon mic.
No.
Which one, upper saboteur or lower? Upper. Ijiokwa. It is shown Ijiokwa. That is why I love boring people. They say Ijiokwa o muajikwa kwa dia mama. Ejimokwa. Go ahead, Biafrans are listening to you, my brother.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, depending your time zone. I still remember Zichidero Dogele. Your brother from Akani to Makani to Missing Bend. We go nowhere, the Biafran watchman. We are here to make sure that the struggle continue because we cannot be able to quench the fire that have started. That is why we are doing everything possible to make sure that we continue. It doesn't matter the threat. It doesn't matter the Nandekano, Yahoo boys. It doesn't matter all the whole thing that you have cooked. Even if they like, let them go ahead and block all the whole Facebook we have. He's not the owner of Facebook. They're tissue paper boys. You know, if you go to toilet to flush it, you see tissue paper jumping up and down. All of them can jump the way they like. They cannot be able to stop us. We are unstoppable. Biafra is not one man's show. Biafra is not owned by one man. Biafra is a land that our Chukwu Kikabiama gave to us, our ancestral land. We cannot be able to see something that he wants to bring in our land. It's not Uganda. Those days, India controlling everywhere. No, it cannot happen in Biafra land. Biafran people we are the people that have brain. We can be able to stand on a truth. I know they think that it's going to be the same way They like to blackmail people. They like to come and call you saboteur, make a noise all over the world. People will keep quiet. No. This time around, I thank our Maz Diokba Uchemefo for what he did for us to provide a child of circumstance so that we can be able to have a voice to voice out, so that the people that are being caged, being put in fear, can be able to stand up and speak like a human being again. Because what Nandikaro brought to in our land is just a mess. But he could not be able to take it to Afaruku Ibeku. You know, I normally say this: go to Afaruku Ibeku, no IPOB. Go to Afaruku Ibeku. So Fulani Hesman is not in Afaruku Ibeku. And also, he normally say, I will leave the army. I will leave the army. What is happening? How many years he been in exile? So he's going to be in the kingdom come in exile. People wake up. Wake up. Mandela stay outside the country. I'm in South Africa. Mandela stay outside the country. How many years? In Nigeria? What did he do? He came back as a leader. Not to make a noise on a radio. I will lead the army. Go to this, that. Go to Olo. Oli is on fire. Oli is this. Oli is that. No. The other Aram boy gonna come and say, if we do what you no, try it again now. But the only thing that making me pain, they will not find you. Wike will not find Nnamdi Kanu to deal with him because he's hiding in America doing volunteer, jumping up and down. Our women are now donating. They gave me 70. We raised 500. But ask him tomorrow now, the 70,000 will disappear. He will not hear it again. How much you donate? That's what you get. How much you donate? How much you donated? It will make noise. The same way clamoring those days, telling us, give you a transmitter, give yourself a transmitter, give yourself a transmitter. After you give your 2014 has come and gone. Do you see Biafra? 2015 come and gone. He promised us heaven and earth. If this one didn't happen, what will happen? He's still jumping up and down. Nothing happened. He promised you again. 2017, 2018. Keep promising and fail. He promised you. 2020. If Biafra did not come, you know that Elohim did not send. He said Elohim don't send you. People are supposed to stand on that word. Tell him that Elohim never sent you. Elohim never sent Nnamdi Kanu. He's used his hand and nailed and put a nail on his head. He told everybody, 2020, if Biafra did not come, you know that Elohim. No, not Elohim. Elohim never sent him. Because what he's doing has proved to everyone that Elohim never sent him for anything. Nnamdi Kanu told you, not me. He did not hear from my mouth. He said, if Biafra did not come, 2020, I repeat again, 2020, go and sit down and think about this so that you can have a mouth to speak. He promised you. Now it's 2020. No, calendar has changed again. No, we are now in praying and fasting. It's no longer Shalom Shabbat. No more Shalom Shabbat. Now he's praying and fasting. He's going to use to give us
the Yoruba pastor now. Yes, we are waiting for him on Saturday. When I say Oroboskeri Ababaka Sentorobo Elohim Eloha. Oh Elohim, Elohim. Then I say offering time, blessing time, offering time, Onyoshi. Come and give us a wall of Jericho. People don't understand. How can such an idiot like Nnamdi Kanu use the brain of all intelligent Biafran people across the globe? Who made that possible? Who will make that possible? He's leading us in praise and worship. You ask them to burn down Nigeria, you are leading us in praise and worship. Moses was not allowed Was it Moses? David was not allowed to build the house of God. He placed to the last dime that they need to build the temple in Jerusalem. When David wanted to build this temple, God said to David, you cannot build my temple. I am not a God that want a house. I could have built myself. The heavens of heaven cannot contain me. David, you have stained your hand with blood. And as such, even though I want to dwell in a temple built by man, not you. I love you, David, but not you. You lose the criteria. God told David. David killed his best friend Uriah and took his wife Bathsheba, and then they gave birth to a son who later died before Solomon was born. People think the God has changed. Now the Kano has led many of our people to their death. So the 17 innocent people, a lot of widows and widowers who don't have a venue to talk. And I use this privilege to tell them, if IPOB have undo you in any way, contact me. And what they must fight for is coming to the same man now whose hand, if Nnamdi Kanu was able to, by now he would have assassinated me. Poisoned 5 times in IPOB. One of them killed Chimaobi Okafor. Poisoned 5 times in IPOB. One of them killed Chimaobi Okafor. The last one, there is a man in Aba that have a hotel. He was the first person that took me to a herbalist that gave me drug and recovered me. He has a hotel in Aba. Some good Aba boys took me on. Aba boys. Almost 3 months. I was placed under Kai Kai. Even as a reverend, idiot are laughing me today. They drink Kai Kai. But you don't know, you poisoned me. The only remedy was to mix a herb with a hot drink. You now call me a drunkard. God, I will thunder all of you when we get to hell. Because none of you are going to heaven. And because of all of you, I shall wait for you in hell. Thunder, fire all of them. 5 good times on ground here I was poisoned by members of IPOB. Not Yoruba, not Hausa, not Fulani. They killed Chimaobi Okafor. On Valentine's Day, he was sleeping with his secretary girlfriend. Chimaobi is in the grave. And they even said I killed Chimaobi. 5 good times. I can name the people who from the blues paid the bill for me to be secured. One time they put bomb in my house. Followed me from my IPOB meeting. As I entered the house, they off my generator in my generator. Put a bomb constructed locally with andromylene gas in my generator. They would have killed my son then. My son went to on the generator. I said, no, leave it. I went myself. Only to get to my generator house, I was hearing a sound. I asked my son before I left outside, did you put fuel in this generator? He said, yes. It's unusual because everybody know what they're supposed to do at every given time. Only for me to bend down to look under the generator, the next thing I had was an explosion. The pressure alone threw me up to 10 feet away from the entrance, which closed back and stopped the pressure. I didn't repair that generator as we speak. The roof of that generator has pulled off. So if the door didn't close back, all the pressure would have come on me. And to come and look at it, the people who did that thing came to look at me where I fell. Because he disconnected the whole light in the house and they look at me. They thought I was dead. They didn't shoot me because neighbors were here. They were carrying keke na pepe. And I was looking at them. I know the guy who led them to do that into me in IPOB. Who would have sent them except idiot Okano? And you think he's not doing the same thing? But I've told them anything they do to me, they will not do it to another person. Because I am their destiny and I am their doom. They don't understand, but they shall. They shall. Go ahead, please.
Just to say, the same way he grew up is a traitor. Traitors everywhere. Let him tell their traitor to pick up the phone. Not to threat and right. When you call them, they could not be able to. Now, I'm telling you, tell your traitor you send in South Africa to pick up their call, because the rain never fall one place. When we call them, let them pick up the phone. Let them pick up the phone. Not to stop hiding, because even their number, when they call them back, they must pick the call. They should not hide. It's me, Mazi Chidera Audiogale, speaking. Tell your useless traitors to pick up the phone. Now I'm making it too clear. I can imagine what our people passing through in Biafra land. If he can do such a thing in a place of they have right. Tell them to pick up the phone. Let them not hide. Let them not leave that number. Let them not change the number. I call you again, criminal Nandekano. Tell your own traitor to pick the call. Chidera is telling them to pick out the call, because the game is on. You think you can hide and send your errand boy to come and do your work?
But
come down to South Africa and do it.
Understand. Most of those number calling and threatening, some of them are Nandekano. You have so many fake accounts. If you are tell your boys, you don't know if he's the one. So specify, let him know if he's the one. Let him come on.
No, but if he's a man that going to lead Biafra to the war front, let him pick the call now. Let him do the needful now. It's not to stay in hiding somewhere, getting number from another country to another country. He will go and use it. Let him come back, come down to South Africa and do the work. Let him pick the call. Let him not be coward. Or let him go back to Biafra land and lead, as he said that he's going to lead. He said he's going to lead a war. He said, I'm going, I don't want a Biafra. That will be, damn, a chronosis or madman. So already he's in Nigeria. He's been going to prison and coming out. Asari Dokubo is in Nigeria. Waziriki is in Nigeria. Many of them is in Nigeria. Should I continue? Sunday Boho travel and come back. He never stay out. Mandela travel out from the South Africa. He stayed how many years? He went back home and complete the assignment. You are running away, run away. How many years now? 2017 to now. How many years? Count it. Mumus everywhere. You're going to stay abroad and get Biafra. Who will listen to you? Insulting everybody. Insulting Desmond Tutu. Insulting Ramaphosa. No. All those clips is there. You think he's insulted Ramaphosa, insulted Desmond Tutu. Everywhere you see. He insult black people. How can South Africa supported you to give you freedom if you're agitating for freedom? You are not agitating for freedom. As long as you're making money. Listen, South African citizens during the apartheid, they're not the one that pay. They went and do solicitative for another country. Now, is another country pay for them to be free? Because you're making money from tomato women, making money from orange sellers, then you getting monthly dues. From the same people you say you are giving freedom. Pay ENCN, pay for this. I think in 8 years is not 8 days. Mumu Nandekalo, 8 years is not 8 days. If you don't know. Now we run to women in America to collect their money. And now our women are paying. Our women are paying because you see that you using the system of that the GO in Nigeria, the church pay things to collect their money. You think we don't know? After now, because men are beginning to understand the criminality in you. No, after this saboteur, you will not see saboteur in our land. Because you think that is when you come and ready, saboteurs. No. Go back home. You call yourself a warlord. You call yourself a god. Travel now. using fake. If as my brother say, a doctor say, it's you that are using those. Pick the call. I beg you in the name of Chukwu Kikabiama, in the name of Elohim, pick the call. Tell them to pick the call. Let them pick the call. My brother, this criminal cannot be able to stop what we are doing. We are here to restore our land. We need, everybody must put their hands on decks because it's something that all of us must do. We come out not for one criminal. We come out for our freedom. That is why all of us is here and come out. We did not come out for somebody that busy blackmailing. He blackmailed Owazirike a year and 6 months. Keep blackmailing Owazirike. Keep blackmailing Nwodo. Keep blackmailing everybody. Now you are blackmailing your followers now. Everywhere you go, you blackmail. Only you is the saint. Nandikalis. But he sent, your own people don't even trust you. Foreign people could never trust you. They did trusted you. You don't even have one unit in Foreign people. Telling us Fulani. From here to here, jump from here. Before you know it, let me ask you Biafran people a question. He told you, he gave how many days ultimately that Fulani in Biafra land will go. Now what is happening is now all. It's no longer Fulani. All of you making morons. He told you people after my ultimate, he said 14th of February, all the whole Fulani, all the whole cows will kill you, do this. What is happening? After this, he forgot about those lines. Now he jumped to Olo. From Olo, Abba. From Abba, where again? No, you will not let him step to Obibo again. Or step to Iguacha. He cannot go again. Then we look for another place. Maybe Anambra. They will cause another one in Anambra. Our mother and our father, our children, they will cause them to not go to school. Market women cannot go to market again. You will keep jumping up and down. The same radio, Nnamdi Kanu said that under his watch, what is happening with Radio Biafra? Ask yourself a question. Get a brain. You're still using the same Radio Biafra. And Nigerian government have bought Radio Biafra. Is the same Radio Biafra still on up to today? Do you ask him a question? You're supposed to ask him a question. Under my watch, Radio Biafra, somebody close to me has saw the radio. Now what is happening? He's still using the Radio Biafra. Maybe tomorrow now he will go and say, no, we are using community radio now. He's still using Radio Biafra, but you don't ask question. It's your savior, monkey. The same way he call you monkeys and baboons. That's what Nnamdi Kanu call. It's not from my mouth. He say you don't ask questions, you are a moron. That's what Nnamdi Kanu call all the whole IPOBians. Ask one question. The same way I asked them a question about how many, who are they paying? Then they stop boiling. Because he said, you will know who they are paying. What happened next? That's the question. Simple question. I need to know. All of us need to know. You can't come and lie to us. You're paying this one, you're paying this one. But you are also getting paid. You become a saint. Or you are having open card. Open check to do whatever you want to do. With the money that you say all of us are volunteer. Baba, people of Biafra, open your eyes. Stop being fool. After all, what next? Because after this game, we know we are going, he's telling you praying and fasting. After praying and fasting, you use praying and fasting to get freedom.
No,
after praying and fasting.
He will use their brain, keep their brain dormant for 1 month. Because after his praise and worship on Saturday, then he will padlock their brain for 40 days. 1 month is gone. So maybe we will be, this is February, then we'll be on the next month, We now look for another thing and say, I just spoke to Netanyahu. Netanyahu will come by July. Then he will keep their brain dormant. Netanyahu is coming to take Biafra.
You will say Trump has spoken. Trump is going to give us Biafra now. Trump is coming back. Trump is coming back now. He's coming to give us Biafra.
He will keep their brain dormant. Then sometimes say, yes, Elohim have told me this one is not like before. Elohim went holiday. Now Elohim is back. This one Biafra will come in 20. Yeah, Elohim has spoken. He go come already. We just looking at him. I think he's using our. He's lucky. He has all those our money with him. Let him be eating it for now. We shall see what the next generation will do about it. Go ahead, please.
Elohim keep blessing you and keep encouraging you. You are one in a million. You stand firm for the people of Biafra back home to make sure that you open those that their eye has blinded, so that they can be able to see the true meaning of whiter than whiter, not the whiter than whiter, the one of Nnamdi Kanu, because he even told a lot of Biafrans that no governor have ever given money, but he hope you are not getting $25,000. He come on air and lied. That's another lie. Where did he put that $25,000? No record. Every time accommodating. He will come on radio and rant, tell you people that no governor, but he collected. That one is collected from me, but oh my goodness. My people, open your eyes. Let me just cut it off here. Nnamdi Kanu, come out and confess your sins so that you may be. If Biafrans want to forgive you, they will forgive you. And stop killing our boys, our men,
we have forgiven
our husbands
already. Even his sin for tomorrow, we have forgiven him. His sin next year, we have forgiven him. We don't fight him. We have forgiven him. No more Yahoo. Kerone. Thank you very much, my brother.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. As you say, you are the mic. You are the one that's having the mic now, not the mic.
This one, not
the mic. Not I give you mic.
I give you mic.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, my brother. This one is a child of circumstance. Onye ji wihi anyu ehi onyo wa ike. Nnamdi Kanu re ji wihi anyu ehi. Anoka anyu wa ike. Onweni yo keme. Asonu re yi nere. Obia de save enyi. Obia da zopu enyi. Obia ni da zopu onyo wole no nyo hi ko wo. Our people must know the truth. They must walk in the truth. They must embrace the truth and make it as part of their beating heart. Of course, outside that, we will be fighting for a will that will never be. Caller or messenger, are you there?
Yes, I am here.
That is my daddy in the Lord.
My reverend.
Now you put us for this journey, no. Now you they tell us. Now one of us you can Yahoo. Eh?
But not that's not.
I understand. I understand. Go ahead, Sam.
It's part of the reason I called you, because there's a comment you made about how we're gonna allow this guy to play on everybody's intelligence. He did not play on everybody's intelligence. It's just that we know, everyone knows the treatment against the Biafrans in that contraption. Which one are we going to count? Unless that person is daydreaming. No one, even if a child, no. If you ask them to say these things, they will say it. That's why whenever you talk to people, especially the ones that are being marginalized, really. I'm not saying for everyone, because we now know that there are lots of people who wants that Nigeria. I saw Mr. Chief Joey Bokwe, if his chief is his title, I don't want to berate him, but I saw a clip that he was actually, making, bringing in, talking like a child. And it's unfortunate that he feels that way. And he was all talking about, kind of rejoicing and then saying a lot of things he shouldn't say. And as far as the contraption the Igbos have built, Abuja and everything, built Lagos and everything. What is lacking in some of these people is vision. A lot of them lacks vision. A lot of them does not understand what is being said. As much as Jay Bukwe thinks he's successful in that contraption as at now, no matter what, if the Biafra will let to be, he will have more opportunity, not just him, but his future generation will have more opportunity. And he was making an argument saying that, if Biafra gets independent, then it becomes a place where people will be eating human beings. And I totally disagree with him on that, because part of the problem that we are in now is we have not had the power. We have not had the control of ourselves. We are not able to control our destiny right now. So a lot of things are happening. For instance, what is playing out in Imo State today with Governor Hope Uzodinma and Okorocha is a typical example of some of these dysfunctions in the southeast, where a governor who clearly, an ex-governor who clearly stole from people. That is not to say I'm supporting those of them, because we watch almost personalize him as his own father's estate. Okay, embezzled a lot of money, even though for whatever reason he wasn't taking it to Dubai. He was building all these estates, beautiful things in Imo State. And at least for one good reason, he was able to help a lot of people, including the children. Okay, but then it wasn't all that is money. He claims he has all this money before he became a politician, but everyone knows that all the money he embezzled and all the things he did wasn't his personal money. Okay, we saw the issues with all people that are owed the gratuity and the pension in Imo when Rogers was there. And we saw the unemployment, we saw people who were working on arrears. It's evidence abounds. And there's a lot of money for all these individuals. If you are even paying them 30, most of these people, you pay them 30,000, 40,000 naira. And look at the estates that he built all over the place. So I'm not going to go there, but Joey Bokwe should understand that the reason it seemed like the Igbos or the Biafrans cannot govern themselves is as a result of lawlessness. Because even as Hope is trying to recover funds for the Imolites, Rogers Okorocha is using his Abuja power to come and fight back. Okay, and this is the problem. Somebody in the local constituency working for the people, you have a criminal in Abuja working with the Abuja cohorts and destroying the land. Okay, we also saw it playing out with Uzodimma. In his case now, inviting Nigerian military to come and bomb where he came from. To come and bomb where he came from. And all these things, you'll be imagining what is going on. Hope Uzodimma has not used the police department in his, or police force, they call themselves, in his state. He hasn't used them to try to stop crime. Because guess what? He cannot even use them. The police force is not under his control. Because if Uzodimma is truly the chief executive of Imo State, that has control of the police in Imo State and everything, he could have been able to have a special squad that can deal with the issue in Olo, instead of going all the way to bringing down Boko Haram army to his place. Or is he going to tell me that he wasn't in Nigeria when Buratai was recruiting all his Boko Haram's army in the Nigerian army? So if he's telling Nigerian army to come and help him because there are thugs or hoodlums here and there in training camps, and they have mobile police and everything and other special squad. If he's telling us that he's going to go and invite Boko Haram army to come, is he now telling the people that he's not aware that the Boko Haram has been embedded in Nigerian army? Okay, and as such, if they come to Imo, or come to Olo, they are not going to be trying to fish out the hoodlums or whatever they are called, but rather they'll be doing the bidding of destroying Imo as a whole. Okay, so these issues are so convoluted, even though it's easy to solve. But then how can it be solved when a governor is stripped of his real power? Okay? And this goes with the current campaign now to support the Nigerian indigenous nationalities. And I keep saying this, not because I have deviated from fighting for Biafra. No, Biafra is the final destination. But remember that some of these Nigerian indigenous nationalities are currently locked inside Nigeria. Some of them are not bold enough to answer Biafrans. Some of them wants to use another name to go around this business, because the issue of Biafra is not easy for people who think that it's just coming on the radio and making a broadcast and boasting, or dressing up in open market suit and showing that he's in America. I mean, to be sincere, my brother, I don't even know how we have gone to this level that you're trying to tell your brothers the truth and they think you are the enemy. Okay, so the issue of Biafra is not dramatized. It shouldn't be dramatized. It is not something that needs to be, played with, because people have died. Remember, millions of people and counting are still dying, because the people knows what we are looking for. We know how we are going to feel when we get to Biafra land. And this is why young people who did not witness the war. Perhaps some of them, their father did not witness the war. Once they hear this name Biafra, because they can rightly see the reasons we are asking for Biafra, they join. And some of them join with their whole hearts that they are coming to do this job. I remember this 17 or 19-year-old boy in Port Harcourt that his picture was everywhere that said that nobody should worry about his death. All he wants is, do you guys go get the Biafra? Let him die. It's okay. And I don't know if these memories still stuck on people who are now playing with the lives of people, who are now
sorry for
collecting money.
interrupting you. What Nnamdi Kanu is
go ahead.
after is how much is coming from America, how much is coming from Africa, how much is he doesn't even care. He tried to keep his record. He tried to hide the record from our people. How many people have died? Maybe some of those of them talking by now will begin to rethink. If you remember,
it doesn't concern
if
them.
you remember
Even
about 3
as we are
years
talking.
ago, about
Yeah,
3
go
or 4
ahead.
years ago, when I was having serious issue with the DOS, when they removed me from every department, even within my jurisdiction, and appoint people to be overseen from diaspora. Most of you don't know what started that issue that made it Nnamdi Kanu. People don't know all these things, so divided every unit, every department in my jurisdiction about 4 or 5 years ago. Why? I was getting compiling record of dead people. Nnamdi Kanu asked Amarachi not to give access to me. Onyibe Preska was forbidden not to give me the access. Chike Dozem and Tony Zulumike insisted, but to God be the glory. The only ones I don't have accurate about them now is this recent killing in Eminem, Enugu, this recent killing in Imo State, the killing in Port Harcourt. I don't have complete yet. The ones,
because you are no longer playing an active role.
No. Of course, I am still on ground here. Yeah. I get my information, but even the people doing the job now are ignorant. They don't even know what is happening. They went to do candlelight last year or thereabout. Do you know that about 17 of them from Rivers State, Adua, Ahoda, they are still languishing in the Port Harcourt maximum prison. Sorry, Ahoda maximum prison as we speak. Nnamdi Kanu IPOB in Rivers State has not gone to look for them. Somebody called me from the prison yesterday and gave me all their names. That is there collecting money from America and jumping up and down because to Nnamdi Kanu now, it's about the money. It's about the fame.
Of course.
It's about the swagger.
Now,
go ahead.
Now, Reverend, thinking about it, reason I don't really want to get involved in different areas. Okay? And you can hear me from day one. When I say to them, I don't appreciate people going to Africa and bringing information here without you. I know what is orderliness. You should have been allowed to do your job. The DOS should entertain complaints from you, not from this clown of you that is in South Africa, not from him.
Nnamdi Kanu believe I'm not an Igbo man. Nnamdi Kanu believe I am not supposed to be in that circle. It is my commitment that brought me there. There are evidence. Evidence abound.
You work for it. You work. There's no question about it.
Nnamdi Kanu came out and asked Uche Mefon to suspend me from broadcasting because I talk about Anyoma. Is that not observed? Is that not evil? But then Nnamdi Kanu is organizing meeting with Anyoma people.
They were talking about Ndinjolo. And when this Olu meeting started coming up, I questioned. Okay, because all these little things has a problem. It's potential problem. If you remember, I'm always about do not jump. Stop. I call it Bombo Jumbo. When I don't know if you recall when China Samori, I don't know one of his friends that went from Kuwait to Canada. When he come to the US, the US we're trying to do something about here because our brothers in Canada are not getting their paper. Look at what they are writing about Canada. And I told him right there, I said, this guy, you need to stop jumping up and down. You don't know anything about Canada. Your Canada is not in your jurisdiction. You know when I always tell them this. And then they will open up and start shouting. I don't know where these people come from, for God's sake. I only think that I was coming to meet reasonable people that can work together to do what we need to do to get our nation, to restore our nation. I never knew I was going to come and get involved in all these things. So when you say he had one me, but that's not what I was seeing. When you talk about he played on people's intelligence, I don't see him that much of intelligence playing on our intelligence. It's just that we trust.
You see that your language. Please do not withhold it. If you know the strength he gives to us, if you know the motivation, when Nnamdi Kanu was not there is nothing that kept us more united, more focused, more encouraged. And so it helps us to forget about what they are doing to us and remain focused. Because somebody took advantage of this, your words doesn't make it wrong. Of course, at that moment, there is no other thing I think we would have heard that can motivate us, guide us, walk in the rain and in the sun without questioning authority. When we are seeing the excesses of Canon Tan and the Kano brother, the sister in police, when we are seeing what fine boys are doing, when we are seeing what Benjamin Madubugu, Nanambra Buibe Naya is doing, Bright Chimezie, these people you don't hear their name or they are hiding. But indeed, they are the one feeding from our misery. Yahoo, foreign. Rabbi Charles, Emperor and misery.
Yeah, he said I stopped him from paying money in the United States because you know what? I don't want their confusion in the United States. That was the reason I told him, go and make your payment in UK. You don't live here. Because I know how it starts. Tomorrow, if you give $1, he will say he gave $100. And that's why I told him, go and make your payment in UK. Okay, foreigners do. I ask question. I've said it here so many times. I asked him and they kind of, who is this guy that is now doing all the jobs that you're a European rep and you're a deputy European rep? That one that I don't even want to mention his name because sometimes I'm thinking, how did I come to knowing these lunatics, for God's sake? And here we are, people are dying. And this is what we are ending up with. People are dying. He's proposing a praise. I mean, praise as a victory or what? He's proposing a praise this Saturday or whatever, and people are already sharing it. And the praise is not to jubilate for. I thought the praise should be something that you have accomplished. All this time, prayer and fasting. Then after you meet your enemies head on. And people are still buying into this nonsense. Okay, I thought that had it been there was no avenue to bring this information to you guys by now, maybe we all be fooling around. But now you know, we were in the higher echelon of IPOB, and we saw that there's a mess, a big mess. We tried to correct it internally. It didn't happen. What we get from it, trying to correct it, is that we are now being blackmailed. So there's no option other than to let you guys know the mess that we are in. I never knew that this guy doesn't have conscience. Perhaps, maybe some events of his life. This is why I'm still considering for him to check into a mental health facility. Maybe he can get help. But what I see now is going to be at a point that whatever he sees, that's what whatever he gets, that's what his choice is. Okay, he still have the opportunity to stop this madness. Look at people wasting their lives. Look at everybody. People are dying every day. Okay, people are dying every day, and you haven't even taken any reprisal. You have not done nothing to your enemies other than your own people. Okay, because I can understand if I have seen what is I saw happening in Edo the other day. I can understand that. That Edo people have risen up. They are not even talking. They are doing their thing immediately. I can understand what I see in Ondo and Oyo State, regardless that they didn't stand their ground up till I don't know if they're still standing their ground. I can understand that. Now Biafrans has forgotten that was it last month was the 14th, right? Was the last day for the Fulanis to pack and leave. Now ask yourself, are they still there? Because it's gonna be really stupidness or foolishness for you to be doing this thing without thinking of what you're doing. Okay, you bring in mess in the land that my brother, I don't know why people are not thinking. Why are these people, especially these women in the United States here, bringing their heart and money and supporting this evil, plus the fathers that have no parishes and the World Igbo Congress? I don't know how they are buying into this foolishness. I don't understand that. Okay, there's one guy, he called himself the PRO of World Igbo Congress. He's been calling me within the past 4 months. Calling me, we want to do this, we want to do this, we want to be in the meeting. I didn't know he was calling me here to see what to push words out of my mouth. And I was telling him, I told him, don't your boss talks with Nnamdi. Professor Jofo talks with Nnamdi. Why are you coming to me? And you are forcing on me what you want to do with IPOB and whatever. I didn't know. He probably was sent to come and see my perspective. But you know what? Whenever you are right, you will always do the right thing. Okay? Because I try as much as possible to regulate our people. Not to be doing the fiddle diddle deal with this issue, because I don't take this thing lightly. And it's unfortunate that we have gotten to this point, and people that you are telling the people you supposedly should understand that there's a problem, just because of choreographed ESN, they lost it completely. And I say, God have mercy upon them. And the only thing, my reverend, I just want to let you know that we didn't do it. We didn't make mistakes. There's somebody, I remember this, I think it's either by Kansas or Little River Band, about any man can be a fool. It's a rock band. I remember that. But it's a little trust. He says, but a little trust is what can make you be a fool. So we trusted. We believed that we are doing what we have to do. And this is where we ended up. But you know what? Biafra restoration is ongoing. The mobilization right now, I saw what you are creating, my reverend. That was excellent. It's grassroots. We are not cussing out all these leaders of our land out. We are not doing that. We have to ask them questions. And when you ask people questions, you engage them. Maybe something they didn't know. We will help them get better. But as far as this struggle, it continues. Meanwhile, like I was telling you, we need to continue to talk on the issues of this Nina's endeavors because it's right here around the corner. If that constitution is pulled down, and governors are allowed the power as an executive governor of a state, I think it's a way to go. I mean, that's just saying that, but I'm not talking about governors in Nigeria. I'm saying if people are allowed to write the constitution and decide what to do, people, it's about people. The nation is about people. It's not about few misguided animals like we have seen now. Very few population dealing with 200 million people. Okay? So I encourage everyone who is fighting, who is pushing any agenda that you're pushing for that contraption to be brought down. We must bring it down and start afresh. Otherwise, there's no hope for hope. A lot of people think that they can continue to do this thing because it wouldn't take long. They would say, let's move ahead. I know some of them are getting ready for 2023 election. It's not going to happen. It's not going to. 2020, there's nothing like 2023 election. So it is important for all of us. Because you do an election for 36 states that already 12 is gone to Islamic government. I heard you saying that you don't want to, you don't want somebody forcing you into Islamic laws, just like me. Okay, these are things that these people needs to be reminded. Maybe they know, but they are blinded because of the few dollars they are getting from the government. We must continue to do this thing, but even as we are doing it, we must tell ourselves the truth because that's where it comes from. And we also must humble ourselves. I had my brother Chidera. I hope, and I'm glad I'm hearing you this evening because I know people have been sending you threats, and I don't know, you have not responded to my this thing. Do what you gotta do. Do not look at anybody's face. Do what you gotta do. South Africa is it's a developed world. It's not zoo. It's not Malaysia. It's not other places where people are opening up their wide mouth and threatening people, and no consequences, on them. Do what you have to do, my brother. My reverend, I will, kind of stand by and listen for other callers. I want to thank you for your effort, and for all Biafrans who are listening. I want to thank you for listening up. I hope this message makes sense to you. We love Biafra up to tomorrow. The last time I checked, I'm still fighting for Biafra. But if there's any endeavor that will get us to Biafra, get us closer to Biafra, we must support it. This is not about time to castigate one another or talk down on any effort. But we will talk on issues that are affecting us. If somebody is criminally deceiving our people, we must bring it to the book. And if Nnamdi Kanu douses the epidemic of our time, let him open up a radio. Let's have a discussion. Because he claims he debates. Let him open up a radio. So all this time, one said that silent is consent. So Mazen Nnamdi Kanu or Nnamdi Kanu, the epidemic of our time, knows that he's a crook. He is not saying anything about this thing. He thinks he can waive everything. But I pity for him. There's another man they brought on their program the other day who was asking him to supply him gun and everything to defend their land. Anybody that knows that traditional ruler should have him listen to us. Nnamdi Kanu has no plan for Isoko. I believe he was calling from Isoko, one of the leaders in Isoko. Nnamdi Kanu is a criminal. He will bring chaos in your land, and you'll be regretting what you have now. is even better than what
when he's done dealing with them, they will not say it's Igbo people. It's
They
Igbo
will
people.
know.
It's not Igbo people. It's Nnamdi Kanu.
I'm an Igbo man. I'm telling you now, a chief, who's whatever title you have. That guy is a criminal. If you have 50 men in your village, get the community to support the security project in your own zone. Nnamdi Kanu is not going to bring anything but disaster in your land. I just want to let you know that. Thank you, my Reverend Udo Dilega. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Daddy in the Lord, and then we will continue. Of course, we are not in a hurry. Our target is not to undermine anybody. Like I keep saying, it is truth that brought us here, and truth certainly will lead us home. We cannot lower the standard. We cannot compromise our stand. And whatever it takes for us to prove our point, we will certainly work with anybody till the end of the road until we prove our point. The truth remains that we are not here to conquer anybody. We have never asked for an inch of Ududuwa land till this moment. We have not asked for an inch of Hausa Fulani land till this very moment. We have not taken anything from anybody other than they may simply not like or love our approach. This having been said, we will continue to behave the way we behave. We will continue to react to issue the way we react. Hopefully, we will be able to get it right. And of course, we must appeal to conscious people anywhere they are all over the world to understand that we have been operating within the preamble of law until Nnamdi Kanu lost his head. In every area, we have clearly disassociated ourselves from him. And certain decisions he's taking, he's not in the position to take them. And if tomorrow we resort to armed struggle, he is not in the position to say who go to war or who don't go to war. We've made our stand clear. We stand beside human rights law. Of course, it is the violation of our fundamental right that brought us here in the first place. Nigeria, in her capacity, cannot even engage us in any competent court jurisdiction. But then they don't want to do the right thing because religiously we try to make our voice to be heard, and we will not stop. At time and interval, we shall improvise. The period of time may not be in our hand, but of course, we have the backing of God. Caller on WhatsApp, can you hear me?
I'm hearing. Good evening from here.
Good evening, my brother.
Onyibe.
Shall be well with you.
I will first. My name is Meka Obi from Ghana. I will first of all start to thank you for your work. It's not you are on ground and talking. That to show your seriousness. We tell people that when you said that you are the leader of something, you lead with your example. So, for you to stand on ground and telling our people, as a former leader of IPONC, indigenous people of Nnamdi Kanu, that Nnamdi Kanu is not doing or try. He is not doing or even trying to do anything good to Biafrans. And as he is former rep, as his former rep, you are speaking. That shows, and what they did it to you, which you try to reach him, how many times poison, plan to assassinate, and the other things, which he paid you by publishing your picture in internet and telling people that you are a criminal, that the DSS like you are a rogue. So even you are talking lie here against Nnamdi Kanu, that picture that Nnamdi Kanu published telling DSS to kill you, because they say, why are you talking against him? Why are you talking about Nnamdi Kanu? Why can't you talk on your own? Even you are evil person in Biafran struggle, and then Nnamdi Kanu is the supreme leader of IPOB, who have right to sack and choose who will be. People will not use this your own to digest some certain things and get common sense. If Nnamdi Kanu will come on air, publish your name, announce your name, give address about you, publish your picture that the DSS should go after you, it means Nnamdi Kanu is working with the DSS. So some people call to say, why are you talking about Nnamdi Kanu? I love your program. I followed you. I follow our brother, Chris Kansu Organero. I followed him. I see he showed that you are not, because you call your own, although he said you are reverend, but I said that you are a soldier. That reverend, you remove it and they put soldier, because the heart of you is pure soldier. You are a man, you stand on your ground, you talk what you want to talk, and you tell the IPO pigs who will come to your platform to advise you to talk. You tell them what to do. You see that they are not even coming to your program the way when you follow brother Chris Council. When you followed him, you see the way they are coming to him to insult him or threaten him. They are not coming to you, because that person that will come to talk, you know what you will ask the person and what you will tell the person. And the person self that is calling you is afraid of you, because he don't know what you will do to him, because the Nnamdi Kanu have dig many hole for you to fall, and he see how you jump over those pits, and he know that those pits now have stay waiting for him to come fall, because he must fall to that pit he dig. So I first of all be thanking you for what you are doing. You are a great man. Your type is people we need to fight for this cause, because this cause is cause of those who have something to their people, not those who have interests of their own. Anybody apart from his harlots that he is chasing. Before people are saying Nnamdi Kanu. Before I am listening to you, then I cut off. Then I see that he is on live broadcasting now. I go to his broadcast. I see that the people following him now is not up to 1,000, 1K. Nnamdi Kanu don't have up to 1K people to comment on his work. Is that not a shame of him? Somebody that is controlling more than 1 million people before. Now, let him go and ask himself. All those morons who are still following him, they should ask themselves. They will come to you, they laugh you. 300 people, 400 people comment, 300 people view, 20 people view. They should go and be checking Nnamdi Kanu own. How many people comment and how many people view? Nnamdi Kanu don't have more than 200 members again. What happened to Olo is the plan Nnamdi Kanu want to be using now. This thing is Sondobasi. He come to Olo, he try to brainwash people, call their cultist member because Nnamdi Kanu is a member of Arobaga or Ayes. If you know the Ayes, he will be Arobaga. I don't know the one he is. Both to Sondobasi. They are cultists. Then Nnamdi Kanu they will come check their member because what Aro and the IPOB is doing is to put commotion so that they will thief. When they put small problem, when people scare of that a problem, they use the opportunity thief. That is what Obasi is doing. He come a village where you see that there will be no much strong people there. He just put small commotion, he run. He put for net, ESN, we everywhere, he run. Hope of them might show them pepper now. He from air, from ground, from everywhere. For good 2 or 3 weeks. They don't see Obasi again. They don't see a more powerful. A more powerful hide for internet. His name is a more internet powerful. Like in Nnamdi Kanu. He should stop answering. A more powerful, where are you in Olo? Do we see you confronted any military man? A more powerful. The answer is no. So a more internet power. A wrong. No, they don't see him for Olo. Sondobasi don't come put small commotion through his cultist gang. People don't to ask Nnamdi Kanu tell people, according to the first person who spoke in your program. Nnamdi Kanu tell people that why they are foolish is because them don't ask questions. And the IPOP, they are not asking questions. Just a common to catch Nnamdi Kanu is just a common sense. Nnamdi Kanu he say yes. How do you escape the ego I watch that a Nigerian government used to watch you? Because the 10 this thing condition they use releasing Nnamdi Kanu, the most powerful condition there is they will release him with ego I watch. They ask him for court, do you accept that he will release you with ego I watch? He said yes. That is the biggest condition to releasing Nnamdi Kanu. Ego I watch. When you are broadcasting, try to remember people. Ego I watch is the main reason they're releasing Nnamdi Kanu. So how did Nnamdi Kanu escape ego I watch? Because the day they releasing Nnamdi Kanu, they give him 5 security men to follow him wherever he is going, so that he will not do anything or try to plan anything. So how did Nnamdi Kanu beat those security people and they escape? That they come to air to lie. My people evacuated me. Who do he think that he only fools some people? According to somebody who talk, he fools some people sometimes. He cannot fool all the time. Let Nnamdi Kanu tell us how did he escape ego eye wash to America. And people will come to tell us Nnamdi Kanu run go to Israel. Which Israel? Alain Onyama, the Apis airline, he said that he is the one took Nnamdi Kanu with his father, because when him go meeting Nnamdi Kanu with Danjuma, him with Theophilus Danjuma, they went to Afaruku, Nnamdi Kanu father's house, to negotiate with Nnamdi Kanu. Nnamdi Kanu told them that he is not fighting for Biafra, that what he need, how him will be good and his family. They say, okay, when they take you out, you will stop. He say yes. Then Alain Onyama, taking him with his parents, they say, okay, they will do agreement at Abuja. So Nnamdi Kanu said that he would not like to appear there, so that the IPOB will not be disturbing him, said that he have derailed or take a bribe. They say, okay, they will give him that pleasure. They will allow him that one. Then his brother, fine boy, now represented him. You never see the video, I never watch it. Then people see all these things here and they see Father Demgwangwa or Father Demegwa, the so-called Reverend Father, they brainwash that people, what is his name? British people or the white people brought for us as a Christian to brainwash us. Then they teach him how to be brainwashing our people. At his age, he never reached him to say, oh, this brainwash is too much. Sometimes I go the reason. All these Reverend Father, they come, they tell us, don't go to your deity, don't go to shrine. They were man-made God, worship your Jesus. I say, so all these people, they can never stop this their brainwash at their age. They want to give us Jesus, then we will go to heaven. Then British and America and France, they were busy sucking our oil every day, collecting our gold, collecting all of us. They don't want to go to heaven. And they bring Bible for us to go to heaven, and they don't want to go to heaven. This Reverend Father, the brainwash that he went school to learn how to be brainwashing Africa to go to heaven, he never do him. Somebody will come to the brainwash his people to go to heaven. Go and look Paris. They don't want to go to heaven. Budget of next 300 years. And they're telling us that this world will end. They will go to heaven. Go to London, see how that place is. They give us Bible telling us we will go to heaven. Which heaven? This is time for we to tell our people truth and for we to educate our people. Nnamdi Kanu is a born criminal. And Brother Solomon Nebo have said this many times. Nnamdi Kanu never go to prison because of Biafra. Nnamdi Kanu never go cell because of Biafra. The cell Nnamdi Kanu go was arranged to spoil Biafra agitation. It was arranged by DSS. If DSS said that they did not arrange Nnamdi Kanu this thing, why? How did Nnamdi Kanu beat ego eye wash? And why did the brother Alain Onyama, bring that video. Bring the video how him took Nnamdi Kanu to America. So Nnamdi Kanu appearing in Israel is arranged to make people think that he is fighting for Biafra. Nnamdi Kanu in Israel, he will not go and meet Netanyahu, the president of Israel. They will discuss. Why is he not in Israel again? Now I'm going to England so that I will settle everything about the referendum. After referendum, we will talk about Buhari here. We talk about Buhari here for more than 20 years. Now, Nnamdi Kanu, are you still fighting for Biafra? No. The answer is no. Nnamdi Kanu fighting now is to create security. You don't support security. I create security. I create security. Every day, go to his broadcast. I create security. I create security of what? Is it that his security that he hold all those Fulani henchmen today in Onitsha? I don't know if you have seen that video going viral now. How people hold Fulani people in Onitsha carry AK-47 for bag, more than 10 pieces of guns in Onitsha. So, is it ESN that owe them? Then Nnamdi Kanu create ESN inside the internet bush. It don't reach the time. And when people are talking Nnamdi Kanu, just a simple question. Chief Dr. Rafu Wazirike is standby in Owerri. Then every 15th of the month and every 30th of the month, he'd address his members. If you are a member of MASOB or you are not a member of MASOB, you want to know what Chief Dr. Rafu Wazirike is doing, just went to Biafran seat of power in Owerri. Enter there, is free. Then don't take money for anybody to enter there. Sit down, listening. If you want to ask questions, you ask him question and he will answer you. Where Nnamdi Kanu address his people? Where Nnamdi Kanu address his people? Have you ever seen Nnamdi Kanu before with important person? The answer is no. Watch what you can see the video. What Ezendemri he do 3 days ago for Igbo calendar, because we Biafrans will not use this calendar that Nigeria is using or America is using. We will have our calendar like in China. We will have our calendar like India. What is their name? Some other Japan. So all these things, they use their calendar to brainwash us for we not to know the day. We're supposed to respect our gods so that our gods will be answering us. That is the meaning of Christianity. That is the meaning of Christianity. They bring Bible to deceive us, and that is what Father Odemegwa is still doing. He knows that the Bible they bring for us is to deceive us, for we not to know our God. We are praising every day, going to church, we will go to heaven, we will go to heaven, we die, we will go to heaven. Then America and the British, they are busy collecting all our resources. They want us to go to heaven. Do you think that if there is something like heaven, somebody die, he will go to heaven? Then white people will bring Christianity to Africa for we to go heaven? Do you think that they love us? They want us to go to heaven? And they were programming everything for we not to see light. Nnamdi Kanu is a coward. Nnamdi Kanu is a coward. And he remains coward. Nnamdi Kanu don't have any good thing to do. It's just a simple question from him. Nnamdi Kanu, how do you escape Ego I watch? How did the DSS arrested you in Lagos in hotel? Is that what you told IPOB where you are going? I followed him since then, but I'm not a member of IPOB. I never joined IPOB for a day because I know Nnamdi Kanu history. The reason we Masop flog him, I know the reason why we flog him. Yes, I know the reason. So Nnamdi Kanu, in times of struggle, I first seen Nnamdi Kanu join struggle. Nnamdi Kanu join Biafra struggle 2009. He don't know anything. Don't know anything about struggle. He don't know anything about struggle. Fake life. Okwoze Mozo. His new name. Nnamdi Kanu new name is Okwozo Emozo. When he said this one, he will do another one. How can he, Nnamdi Kanu come on air? People tell him, somebody like Tony Nnadi, brother Clifford Iranya, that they should go and seek how they will get a referendum. Nnamdi Kanu come on air, insulted them, that they are afraid to die, that he, Nnamdi Kanu, is not afraid to die, that he will sacrifice his mother, his father, his this one, his everything. That then he went to Eastgate, Abia State, take a mic. We got Abuja, and they bring Isi Buhari. If you watch that video, you see that old man, the old man, Chato. After that, they don't know that immediately he run without knowing that Nnamdi Kanu father is not at home, Nnamdi Kanu is not at home, Nnamdi Kanu go to Israel. They ask him, how did they want to kill you and you escape and they killed 28 people? Now they said that the most painful is Jack, my dog. Oh, it's not a good dog. A cook, a dog. A cook. I like the way you strong and making your program. You don't allow them to come to talk rubbish because what will they then told you? Is it your sacrifice you have sacrificed? Is it the whole journey you went through? Is it the difficult things that you passed through? What are they coming here to tell you? Thank you that you are in the game before any other person. Thank you for your effort for finding out that Nnamdi Kanu is a criminal. Thank you for still strongly and telling our people that you are not afraid to die for Biafra, but to leave a legacy that other people will follow. Thank you for that. Thank you for every good listener. And let those who are not good listeners should rethink and try to listen goodly. Know that Nnamdi Kanu didn't mean well to anybody. Thank you for today's program. Thank you, my brother.
Thank you very much. Thank you. We must continue. Of course, the truth cannot be overemphasized. We will keep telling our people the truth, but we cannot be distracted. It doesn't matter who the person are. On ground, our people have started reconverging again. Of course, under the umbrella of the Biafra nation. There are links we are sending out. We're preparing a new platform to introduce new coordinators And of course, above all, to create a platform that will enable sincere consultation. And I know we will get home. There are so many things we long for, we desire, we want. It's our right. But the way we are going, it will never be. Watch the people leading you. Majority of them are career freedom fighters. Career freedom fighters. Which eventually is Yahoo freedom fighters. And every community, your son come, hey, IPOB is fighting for us. Once there is a Nnamdi Kanu there, you people get ready. Nnamdi Kanu banned me from entering Anambra. Biafra never come with Benjamin Madubugu. Nnamdi Kanu, even the IPOB will put our blood in. Most of you don't know. Almost 4 years, I was forbidden. I was bound. I was still on radio praising Idiot Okano. He told Chike Doziam and the other idiot, Tony Nzulumike, to write a memo forbidding me not to go to IPOB meeting until Ikechukwu Gwoha take permission, give me go ahead. And so maybe when you invite me, I say, Ikechukwu, I want to go to that meeting. Ikechukwu in Nnamdi Kanu, Onyibe say he's going there. Nnamdi Kanu say he's not going anywhere. Let him not go. Stop. Ikechukwu, he has to be a loyal servant now. He say, okay, Onyibe don't go. I know everything. A pastor invited me in Enugu State. One of their convention. I told the people inviting me, this is the new rule. Ikechukwu have to give me clearance. Without that, I can't go. This is supposed to be a church setting. And I told them, tell Ikechukwu, till today, Nnamdi Kanu maybe told Ikechukwu not to allow me to. I didn't go. And some people will say, all these years, why will you keep quiet? Why did you not say it? You should have said it. You are part of it. Now I have decided to say it. The same group of imbecile are still jumping up and down. Hey, why are you saying it? Hey, show us your blue map. Where is your blueprint? Show us your live in, do your own. You think it's doing your own? You think it's leaving him? I'm very sure for more than 2 years, he castigated Owazurike. We followed him. But I told him, the fate of all the people you have condemned will be better than your own. Just forget about all this shenanigans they are putting on. We know how it works. The fate of those people will be better than his. He can imagine blackmailing people to collect money. Where is okay foreign? Begin to gather newspaper. Let me try to analyze something before I wind up this program. All of you ran away in Biafra land here. Only few people remain. People like Emeka Bamara. Bright Chimezie took his girlfriend. They rally around and set him up. Now they can't expect him or Are we going to talk about Onwukwe Nwanzi? Are we going to talk about beautiful, committed, sincere, loyal subjects? Benjamin Madubugu sina alota boga chupu agadi. But I'm happy I stood my ground. I made my point clear. And now I'm driving my message home. I will prove my point. We gathered as sincere men, noble men, I should say. ewo mụ na nwanne m je n'agha akpịrị ego Nnamdi Kanu riela anyị ewo mụ na nwanne m je n'agha Nnamdi Kanu apụta ụzọ ree mụ nne ya o Nnamdi Kanu apụta ụzọ ree mụ nwanne ya o. It didn't start today. You sold all of us. You are even giving us change from the money you sold us. Our people love you. And so they loved me. I create platform for them to hate me. I will push them till all of them will hate me with cruel hatred. And I will turn the button for you. I'm enjoying it. Your time will come. But while all this is going on, we continue to galvanize our people, wherever you are all over the world. When you hear about the Biafra nation, join the nearest family. The IPOB you used to know is gone, is dead, not Biafra. Now they kind of have sold everything. But you can't even reason. How would you understand? Yes, he delivered, documented. Our daddy elders asked us to deliver and documented and delivered. Yes, our mama told us to deliver and documented. And now it doesn't concern you. We understand your problem. We will help you. We will cure you. And your zone there, I can your zone there, I can your zone. And you just got a zone only, Charlie. You won't your ma. Nnamdi Kanu ye son Nnamdi Kanu no megidem and esi wonye anyoma esi wonye munede esi wonwe bo ndi wanyi si na onye nwere rishi dara arokoto ba nkare agwo nu ejoku unu rejo nwonu egbu ale chukwu ya zonu ne mamare ebunu no po ha nke yi onu egu weji ngonye agbo gbu ale no weji ndi nke nyi gbu ale onu lecha iferari emono lezi Nnamdi Kanu reuse vision. Meg say I've been in America since 30 years, and who gives a damn about that? Who gives a damn about that? As I'm talking to you, there are so many interested people who want me out of this country. I go nowhere, my brother. Shoke kwa kuye gbe ihe ke meta ni ya mekile nenye ho. Then you want you baho nwo airport o baho le chukwu ado intuishi. Ire son Nnamdi Kanu re megidem. O menele hunu nu olum begun ni bibi isakata kemeson Nnamdi Kanu. Before no anumolum gwale monye rogodo hu gwale monye ka hu gwale monye anyomo hu oshimiri ndokwa o anyocha ire son Nnamdi Kanu. Tani wona Nnamdi Kanu ragwo no ni weji ha. Ono asana ka ajuju. Kire so kan Elisha anu kwa na chapanya. Ono ra agbo tete egua nkpo won iPhone o kese eku ejoku. Ono chanu no megidem. Where I pop on channel as they hot, Judge Onyibe exposed season 1. I never expose you Nnamdi Kanu. I will let me not boast. I am waiting for him. He will respond. And I will shock all of you with revelation you know nothing about. I never see hypocrites of the highest order like this man. And I'm not biased, understand that. Iwonya anyoma, idi baho no amani here lala de kunu no. Ma amani here ninji wuzo no le meme here ni rememe. Makekile wesi ndi gboro kanele ndi gbo onyo hire meme here ni. Ono cho na egba chenkete. Wewe gbu imi. Wewe gbu anya imi hu akwa. Wewe gbu anya onu hu akwa. Wewe gbu onyi Igbo were gbu anyi. Onye hupu onyo si yuzu ugbo egwa ne kanye ku ihe ole emegwa sa ndị Igbo ele ndị Igbo nwụta ni chukwu ajom ya hwale mozi nka gwa na hwale mu mozi ana onye Igbo ya mozi ahụ kana hu ndị omeni mewe ni ibobore mewe mkpara ma wele ke Nnamdi Kanu nka gwa we ya ihe ke meta ni ya mekile Nigeria is more powerful than Nnamdi Kanu. They are still till tomorrow. I joined Nnamdi Kanu and I fought Nigeria to stand still. We have been to the DSS now 3 good times. We've been tested. We've been tried. We've served. Did you know what I went through? Did you people ask of my family how they survived when I was held in Kaminikado? Did any of you know how I came out? All of you should be ashamed. The very day I was released from Port Harcourt maximum prison because of this issue, I went on radio to broadcast with Onyibe. For that very day, I was still going to go to court about 2 different times before the DSS abandoned the case. I think I was charged for unholy gathering, and I don't think Nigeria has any backup law to victimize me, considering the fact that good men and women stood behind me and said, we go nowhere. You that just enter IPOB, you don't even know anything. You are not even in any. You are there on Facebook trying to teach me moral and you trying to tell me. I don't blame you. We will cure you. But on there, nyoma, and you are going for no, and you day to on you. A carton when weekend. Jada gwa, yani reku, omegu ya. Guachanya ya gbano dibo gwanda de kanu here reku enye carton en weekend le fo unu ro ne ho na onya kugo la mo nya kugo bi memulo ogwa na ebunu jeko mwari ebe na ememe adono na kantera agwo no no ihe ke me ta na ejeko na saka make ile o ra agwo no enye ke kwodo no lo hohu enye carton en ro efo like iwo ka enya ta en ro efo tapo ya Taiba who lue ramini bue. Iwo kuwe ka taya inuike. Ifere mono. Ani bebende ye ni muna nyeka. Uno asana ka agwo eshoku. Makane eshoku kweji isu anyi lechane. Uno leba hwe ese ekpume orele. Uno leba hwe ese ekpume eji horime. Ika awusonyo hiwo gboma. Ika Josin Jolly Shigi, ifere mono. The next generation must understand what we represent. Whatever we will do today, whatever we decide to do tomorrow, we have allowed our conscience to be guided. We have tried to live by the principles our father taught us. And sometimes we understand certain things may be out of our control. We could lose everything. We could walk in the midst of people who lose their head. But I tell you the truth, we can never lose our head. And then we are still intact. Now you know. Biafrans anywhere you are in the world. The truth remains that the Nigerian state is something that must be obliterated from the face of the planet Earth. We're trying to ensure that no life is lost. There are a lot. Nigeria is Africa's most populous nation. But yet, there is no single village, there is no single community outside the capital cities in Nigeria that has a handful of population. And what does that tell you? Our topography, land size is bigger than what you see. In some of our consequence discussion on this radio, I will open your eye to see what you don't know. When they show you the map of Nigeria, southeast is just like a street in Nigeria. These are all lies. And if we go about the derogated word used against our fathers and their father before them, try to project us as if we are irrelevant. And then you should begin to ask yourself, why do they want to die with us inside one Nigeria? You know, say, our one Nigeria, leave our one Nigeria, our one Nigeria. Fulani shout and one Nigeria, one Nigeria. I will stop here tonight. God will be our witness. In the nearest future, men and women will understand that anything we shall do, however, whenever, it is all prepared by genuine love for Biafrans and the Biafran nation. And we will stop at nothing until this journey is brought to a conclusive end. And that is all because we are Biafran blood. Good night and God bless you.
The spirit of innocent Biafrans, where they flow like a river. I said the blood of innocent Biafrans, where they massacre, where they flow like a Red Sea. Spirit of innocent Biafrans, where they massacre, where they rise like a big star. Rise up, spiritually and physical. Rise up upon anybody, where they again, this my freedom. Oh. Rise up on anybody, where they again, this Biafra, our Father who art in heaven, oh. We say hallowed be thy name, oh. We dey wait for your kingdom to come, oh. Right here on earth that is in heaven, oh. We say promise,
Yes, I think I have somebody on the line. He has been calling. I didn't notice it. Can you hear me call on WhatsApp? Can you hear me? Just hold on a minute. Just hold on a minute because this phone is not connected. Yes, can you hear me now?
Yeah, good evening, sir. I wanted to call in to contribute to your program.
Yes, go ahead. I'm giving you
because the other WhatsApp number. Look, is it still on?
Yes, it's still on. I have to cut it off and allow you because just all my phone has been hacked already. Just this my private line.
Yes.
Of course, we continue.
Yes, because I just retrieved this from the group listing. Anyway, just to call to say thank you so much for the good job you're doing, and people may not appreciate the dangers you are trying to save them from, because to them it's all a joke. But you guys are doing such a great job. And only with time will vindicate. There's nothing as good as exposing the criminal called Nnamdi Kanu and all his criminalities. Yes, we understand the consciousness of Biafra in the heart of the average Biafran, and that has been taken advantage of. This so much lying, deceit, and propaganda has to stop. I don't want to keep you much on the line. Hopefully, I'll call in tomorrow. But just want to say thank you. I appreciate what you're doing. Chukwu bless you and your family. Thank you so much, sir.
You say, my brother, it shall be well with you. Thank you.
Amen. Thank you,
Thank you. Yeah, good night from here. And of course, we understand how it works. You see, one of the areas Nnamdi Kanu should be afraid of himself. He told us, you must be formidable. Biafra or dead. He cannot be afraid. We are resolute. And he said, I am destructively stubborn. And I am assiduously stubborn. We don't want to understand how you feel. It doesn't matter. Our target is that at the end of the day, you will be glad we did what we are doing. Kane onye ji wi anyu ehi onyu waike Nnamdi Kanu re ji wi anyu ehi ojekoda anyu waike. We cannot lower our standard for any man. They didn't start it. We have studied our fathers and their father before them. It is the ability to stand to fight for their right that has created enmity between them and the imperialists. But they never lowered their standard. The standard and the true values and price of the Biafra nation cannot be lower than anybody. Okaria kanye ye wo popo skata kerone. Efana ne cousin ya kwoku. Makano wando wura ara fefe ba ho atushelu. Okohoba in a really swagger. People don't know now they cannot dress like gay. Wear tight jeans, okay, for and bought for him. And then jumping up and down like a young boy. Old man. They say full of 40. All of you are 50 years and above. Look how you are behaving like 13 years old. And of course, I will reduce all of you to 13 years old who don't have sense. Come on my Facebook and be yapping. Come out there, let the whole world see how hopeless most of you are. You can hide on Facebook. You are who you are. Janjaweed, according to you are the real Janjaweed. Biafra is in our blood. Though. You didn't put it aside also. We are the reincarnated spirit of those who died for this cause. We witnessed first-hand information of sabotage. The venom still runs within us. We died defending those who were there to kill us. We gladly lay down our life to ensure that those of you alive today are there. You think we are ordinary people? And then how do you think you can conquer those who has died and returned, and we have died and returned, and we are still here? We'd go nowhere until our job is done. Like I said before, our blood is Biafra. And those of you who sang song, and I'm playing your song, because I sponsored most of you. I have a library and collection of most of your song. One of them, his name is Onyibe. He wrote me, of course I love the way he approached me. He said, I allow you to play my music when you were under the command of Nnamdi Kanu. Now that you are not there, please stop playing my music. I deleted it immediately. He tried to prove stubborn. I said, then take me to court. Of course, I know he has not paid his house rent. But he's still under illusion. And so if I play your music, text me message if you don't want it. More musicians are coming up. You think we are joking? Most of the music I play is made by people who are not even musicians. We are living in a time where the world is at the palm of our hand. With one Android phone, you access the universe. Gather every information you need. And so with all this information at our disposal, Nnamdi Kanu will be fooling millions of Biafra, most especially those in diaspora who think they have sense. And those of us in the village, very remote village where you don't even have light. We follow him strength by strength. Checkmate every of his Yahoo. If I play your music, you don't like it. You know how to contact me. You are not a musician, or maybe you are. We all labored for this. There are a lot of program and facility all of you are enjoying in IPOB, which is my work. It's going to be stupid as far as he's doing the right thing. And I say, stop doing this one, stop doing this one. Your bylaw, your code of conduct is my work, 2015. That there to victimize us. So when I say you are conflict resolution, I wrote that guideline for all of you. But Nnamdi Kanu must hijack everything. So when Biafra come, they say, who wrote the constitution? Nnamdi Kanu. Who do the aeroplane? Nnamdi Kanu. Who do the Yahoo? Nnamdi. Everything him. Let me stop here. We'll continue it from tomorrow. We go nowhere. We are not in a hurry. Why are you waiting? Don't worry, they will tire me. More tire. More tire. You've not seen anything yet. We are not in a hurry. We will make our point. I thank those of you who were able to call in. Honestly, I appreciate. Call and make positive contribution. Above all, we must come together again and let the world hear our voice. That in good faith will come. And our need must be met. My apology to those of you I cannot call. A lot of people are trying to call in, but I know what they are doing. Very soon they will run. we can only get better. Good night and God be with you.
The spirit of an innocent Biafrans, would it flow like a river? I said the blood of an innocent Biafrans, would it massacre, would it flow like a Red Sea? Spirit of an innocent Biafrans, would it massacre, would it rise like a big storm? Rise up, spiritually and physical. Rise up, upon anybody, with they again, this my freedom, oh. Rise up, on anybody, with they again, this Biafra, our Father who art in heaven, oh. We say hallowed be thy name, oh. We dey wait for your kingdom to come, oh. Right here on earth that is in heaven, oh. We say promise, you promise your children. Promise, you promise your people, oh. We say promise, you promise the Biafra. Yes, it's amalgamation, we see the suffer. They start to killing us since 1945. Till the today, they are not satisfied. Yeah, we're like a stranger in the land of scavengers. Then they kill us, then they eat us. So they make our governors and our senators to turn against us. They want to stop us, but they cannot stop us. Yeah, Biafra is unstoppable, it's unstoppable, because the fire is unquenchable. Freedom, oh. If you're blocking on the Biafra, freedom, oh. Cause if you're blocking on the Biafra, freedom, oh. Make you freedom to go. Because you fired on it too much. Because they cried on it too much, yo. Because they suffered on it too much, yo. In a nation, because they killing on it too much, yo. Because they suffered on it too much, yo. Because they cried on it too much, yo. In a nation, my brother, rise up, yeah, let's march into the promised land, our paradise. I am that I am, says the Lord, is a mighty man in battle. Whenever he say yes, nobody can say no. I say nobody can battle with the Lord, oh. Papa, knows who go. All the killing them are killing Biafrans in Nigeria, knows who go. A million souls they want to kill before they go leave us as the Biafran. A million souls they want to kill before they go see us as a nation. Me they ask United Nations, no. Me they ask European Union, no. My nation, no. Let it Biafra go.